Episode 121. Thank you all for listening to episode 120. It's your funeral, bitch. I am Gary here with my co-host,
Parrot Nelson.
You know, Parrot Nelson probably thinks 121's a hologram.
He probably does.
You are absolutely correct.
Probably don't even know what I'm talking about.
No, he doesn't.
What are numbers?
Bear.
And a returning guest. He hasn't been here since, I think, episode 100.
From overseas back to the block, Kode Bryant.
I was like, oh, you got to tell us who you are. They can't see you. I can see you, but they can't.
Everyone knew.
Kode Bryant, the better half of the Bryant cousins.
You know what it is.
Yeah, so just to refresh people's minds, since we're going to cover NBA today, can you tell them about your relationship with Kobe, what happened growing up, all of that fun stuff that you kind of talked about on episode 100?
Oh, for sure. Kode Bryant, Kobe Bryant's older cousin, the better cousin. Kobe was the lucky one, happened to get seen over in France, and they brought him back over. But, everything he knows, his whole game is for me. Everything, I taught him everything. That lie they say about him comparing himself to Jordan, it's not Jordan. I'm Jordan.
Yeah. What about that whole thing that happened in Colorado? Is that all on you, too?
Oh, no, I had nothing to do with that.
You sure?
Oh, I learned my lesson in high school.
He was still overseas then.
Yeah, he was still overseas. Where overseas are you? Were you in France, too?
Yeah, we were both in Italy. You know,
We were in Italy then.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. I was the one keeping them safe from the bullies over there. You know, that should let you know how tough Kobe really is, because you getting beat up by Italian kids. It's not cool.
That's all right. Now, for Kobe, you guys still keep in touch?
Every now and then, he's retired now, living the family life, kind of like myself. So we just, we hook up whenever we can. Then so now we got the NBA season. We'll be going out, and I'll be going to hang out with him in LA.
So you for the Clippers, though, right? Yeah. Those Clippers, right?
Don't do that.
Oh, yeah. You heard it here.
That's so blasphemous.
You heard it here. No
That's
way.
so blasphemous.
Well, thank you for returning to the show. We're looking forward to some NBA coverage today and highlighting the season that's about to start. But for now, let's thank some people. So thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, the first and primary sponsor of Over the Line Sports Podcast. Thank you, Brandon. Check him out, allwear.com, and visit him in White House. Thank you to Crandall's Quality Lawn Care. Call Sean, 419-704. I got to scroll out here. 704-5471. Sorry, Bear. Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas. Am I spinning?
Nope.
No.
And not. Ooh.
That's a good one.
It's up in Alaska.
Serves the Toledo and surrounding areas. It looks like we're going to Anchorage.
Yep.
We are.
Looks like it.
And serves the Toledo and surrounding areas and not Anchorage, Alaska. So thank you, Sean.
Thanks for licking my tip to make it stick.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you to Tim at Verizon. Verizon is a true technology business partner who helps local businesses deploy technologies that can positively impact operations and can increase revenue for the company. At Verizon, they do not wait for the future.
They build it.
Thank you, Parrot. Go to Verizon.com, get in touch with a sales rep in your area. Thank you to Cassandra at PNC at the White House branch. You can visit her there or call her, 419-877-0634. She can help you with all of your banking needs, whether it be personal banking, credit cards, loans. She's there to help. Again, give her a call, 419-877-0634. Thank you to Steve at Savage & Associates. Savage & Associates paid for our frickers at episode 100. Did you enjoy that, Cody?
That's very good. It was very good, except for the whole beer part. But hey,
Well, he paid only for the wings.
hey, he's a good man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, I know you did. And then, so thank you. He can help you with, he's a financial advisor. He can help you also with some medical things as well, getting you on the ACA or healthcare.gov. He can point you in the right direction with Medicare. Just get in touch with Steve, Savage & Associates. And then last but not least, thank you to Connell at datingtransformation.com. Are you down on your luck with dating, Cody? Or are you a married man?
If I tell you, I probably had to kill you.
Oh, okay.
Or I'd probably get
So
killed.
no,
If
but newly,
if he's a married man, then that means he's down on his luck with dating.
well, he is. But for this guy, so Parrot Nelson's down on his luck. So what can he do, Bear?
Again?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Again, this is the first time in a long time.
Like
so
3
what-
weeks.
Literally like 4 months.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right.
exactly. So what can I do, Bear?
That's not a long time. Well, once you download your dating apps, because you're going to have to get quite a few of them, I would imagine. Maybe change your face a little bit, do some of that. What do they do on Instagram? Filters, right?
Do you think they have like Parrot Match and it's just called Patch?
It could.
Match for parrots?
Parrot Bumble.
Pumble?
Yeah, so Parrot, since you're down on your luck again, you could probably use a revamp on your dating profile, because I'm sure that you probably haven't been on a dating app in a little while since you've been with a lady. So, Connell can help you out with that. Datingtransformation.com. He can update your profile to make it not seem so feathery, I guess I could say.
Yeah. The feathers seem to be a problem with the ladies.
Yeah, maybe you.
maybe you should shave, buddy.
The wings don't help either, and then the beak.
You should,
they don't like the beak.
The feather problem, that Connell cannot help you.
Yeah,
with
you
your
should
feather.
Parrotscape for that.
Yeah, not help you with your feather problem.
Parrotscape.
Yeah, you need to find something else for that. But he can help with your dating profile, and if you get with him at datingtransformation.com, he can go ahead and give you a consultation, help you out with that.
Actually, gonna have to look into that maybe.
Now, is there a cost? I know I want to remind people. What's the cost? How do they get started? What happens?
To be honest with you, I'd have to look that back up, figure that all out, because I don't know if there is a cost on that. But he likes to give a consultation,
That's what
give
I wanted
you
to
a
talk
call.
about.
Right. And I'd have to figure out what that trial would be, if it is free, if it is,
Right.
a couple bucks, if it is $1 million, who knows? He is pretty good. So I'll figure that out for the next podcast. And I'm not talking about, Sunday's podcast.
Are you
Next
sure
week's
it's not?
podcast.
Are you sure it's not 69 cents or $69?
No, he is much more mature than his nephew.
All right. Well, that's good.
And you own one.
Yeah, there you go. So random topic for the day. There's two things here. I want to cover this again. When this releases at midnight, it will be October 17th, which is also the day that the law changes in Ohio to the age of 21 to buy tobacco and vape products. So by the time you hear this episode, you must be 21 years of age.
What about marijuana?
That's illegal. Still,
unless it's medicinal, right? In Ohio.
it's
I think
Or is it still illegal?
It's
in
all
Ohio.
the way
still. There's still no place to get it.
We can
in
just
Ohio.
go near. We can just go to Point Place. I know a guy that lives there. And just go up to Michigan.
Just asking.
Yeah.
Same.
All right. So that law changes. By the time people hear this episode, you got to be 21 years of age to buy tobacco products and vape products.
Good.
All right. So the big topic I have for today is some controversy. Controversy creates cash, as some guy in wrestling said. What do you guys think about what transpired on Monday Night Football with the Lions and Packers? I want to get this out of the way now so we can focus on NFL later.
Yeah, I don't care. The refs have been absolutely brutal for every single game, not one game, not two. Every single game, every single time, they are not held responsible for anything. So I don't give a shit. I honestly could care less at all. Goodell just sits there on his $50 million perch and just eats it all up. Al Riveron has been head of officials forever, does nothing about it. Why does an NFL player do something wrong and get held accountable in the same league where refs get paid, not the same, but they get paid by the NFL to referee? They're not, they're not independent contractors, right? They get paid by the NFL to officiate games. So why, when these guys blatantly make bad calls all the time, are we not getting them suspended, docking their pay? That's what needs to be done. Nothing's going to change if these officials aren't, especially ones that, everyone has a track record. They know what they have. So once you see that over and over after 3 times of blatantly just horrendous calls, suspend somebody. You got to lose pay. You got to do something, or nothing's going to change.
Right.
Like how many times can you suck at your job and be able to come back the next day?
Do they get a write-up?
I said, do they get write-ups?
And all it is always is the same thing. Oh, well, that's a judgment call. Yeah.
Well, no, wait a minute.
Well, it's not fair to the players to get fined tens of even hundreds of thousands of dollars for some of this stuff, and then the refs just go and essentially blow games and nothing happens.
And what, Flowers got 2 hands to the face call, and neither one of them
they were both under his neck, right?
Or when they had the no call with 13 Packers players on the field, no call.
Right.
I'm like, you got to be kidding me.
Yeah, that's. I don't know if people know in the NFL, but that's 2 extra than you're supposed to have. You're 12 men is too many, and they had 13 on a play.
How is that fair?
It's one of those things that it's kind of, it's crazy that they let this, like I said, they just let them keep getting away with this over and over again. And I get it. There's going to be bad calls. They are still humans. They still make errors. But when it's literally constant, I mean, I don't know if I'm sure Gary did. I don't know if you watched the end of the Cowboys-Jets game, but there was literally 7 flags in a row.
Yeah,
In a row.
In a row. It was awful.
3 on Dallas, 4 on the Jets, and it was like, what the hell is going on?
I was texting our friend Fake Francesco, who's contributed to the show, big Jets fan, and I had told him on Friday, we were talking, he's like, good luck, Cowboys are going to destroy the Jets. I'm like, I wouldn't speak so soon. They are a different team with Darnold, and Dallas is not looking good right now.
No.
So I will not be surprised if the Jets win the game. And granted, those calls were awful, but at the end of the game,
it didn't impact anything.
It didn't, but
because
it's
they
terrible.
Still scored, but I mean,
It's
to
awful.
have 7 in a row, like it was defensive holding, pass interference, defensive holding, offensive holding, defensive holding. It was like, holy shit, let these guys play. This is why the NFL is just going to get worse and worse, because if there's a flag on every other play, these guys can't get in a groove, you can't get in a rhythm, and then it just becomes boring. Like, no one wanted to see that. I don't care who you are. And you're right, Dallas played like shit. I'm not going to make any excuses. It wasn't the refs. It was god-awful. I mean, just let them play.
And it's not even bad that they're making the calls and stopping the game. It's just the fact that they're so bad and the errors are just so blatant that it's kind of like, how bad can you really be?
It was terrible.
And on top of that, they changed a rule this year to change pass interference, right? Mm-hmm. You can review it, and there's been like 60, I think, that were reviewed, and 8 have been overturned, which I haven't seen one of those 8 yet, by the way. Every single one I've seen, which has totally been blatant. There's been ones where guys have put their hands up, not even touched the guy. They call it defensive pass interference. They reviewed it, and they stuck with the call on the field. Like, that's not the point, right? The point is to fix this, and they're not fixing it. So it's just really bad right now, and it's a really bad look for the NFL, and that's why, I mean, a couple of years ago, they lost viewers, and they're going to lose more if they keep this shit up.
And now, XFL is pulling people in, and it's like, he almost wondered, did Vince have something to do with this? Vince is trying to draw more people because they just had their draft, which we'll talk a little bit about later. But now we are going to go into, there's no Justin on the Twitter today. We're going to go into There's No Crying in Trivia featuring Jeremy. Your guys' points will not count. I trust you guys. You got your phone?
Yep.
So just type your answer in your phone. He's going to have 3 trivia questions. How this works, Kode Bryant, is he has 3 questions, and we will answer them. So just type it in your phone so we know it, and then I'll have you read it to me because I'll type mine to him, and then I'll put your guys' answers in. Bear, you got the updated standings for us? I know it's really me against you, but we'll give them some hypothetical credit today.
Yeah, so I have, this is getting harder and harder to add up, 35.5, and you have 34.
Okay.
I have 1.
Yeah, this is between the men, not the parrots.
Oh no, my points are counting, buddy. I already went through that, doing a whole tryout and it not count. Just we'll do a tryout for credit.
Right. All right, here we go. First question, and you said it's 1.5. You and I are behind each other.
Yeah, 35.5 for me, 34 for you.
Like it. All right, so which team has beaten the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl and have also lost to the New England Patriots in the Super Bowl? All right, mine's in. We'll wait until you guys got it. You got yours, Parrot?
Yep.
Here, you can show it to me because I'll just type it in.
What team have beaten the Patriots in a Super Bowl and lost to the Patriots in a Super Bowl?
Man, that's a good one.
There's only really for me 2 options here. I'm going to go with
I think the Patriots have only lost 3 Super Bowls, but for whatever reason, I'm blanking on the third.
Well,
4. 4 Super Bowls.
Right.
Well, I mean, we know it's obviously not the Giants.
Are you sure?
I'm 100% positive because the Giants never. Well, no.
I don't think the Giants have ever lost the Super Bowl.
No.
All right. Cody, what do you got?
I took a shot in the dark and put the Packers. That's the only team I can think of.
Bear?
Well, I'm still thinking. I can't think of this third team. Why? Yeah, because it's not the Packers and Giants. I know that. So it's that last team, but I'm trying to think of who else they friggin' lost to. Brady's only lost twice. Christ.
Well, Brady's lost 3 times.
I don't know why I'm blanking on this. So I'll just say the Giants then. Fuck it, because I know I'm wrong.
Now, they just lost to the Eagles, but I'm going with the Rams on mine. But I feel like that's where I'm like, because did they lose to Kurt Warner ever back in the day?
They beat Kurt Warner.
Yeah, that was their first one.
That was their first one.
Yeah.
Who'd Parrot pick?
Giants. So it's got to be the Eagles, right? Or the Pack. No. They haven't beat the Pack.
No.
Did they beat the Packers?
No, the Eagles only won one Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And they've only been to one.
They've only been to one, yep.
Nope, that is the Eagles.
Yep.
Yep, it is. They lost. I forgot McNabb lost. That was T.O. Yep.
Eagles. Should have won with that.
Yeah.
Didn't even. Yep. Totally forgot.
And I'm telling him, he just said the Eagles, McNabb, and T.O. couldn't get the job done.
Yep. That was when T.O. played on a broken leg.
Yep.
Damn, I forgot about that.
Freddie Mitchell.
Forgot about both of those.
Yeah.
Both of those were good games, too. I don't know why I forget about that.
Yeah, I know. I was like, that's why I was torn between the Eagles and Rams, because I'm like, I know it's not the Giants, because the Giants own them. All right. Here's a great question. Although it has been spreading around the last few days, so hopefully you guys haven't heard it yet. Now that the Washington Nationals are going to the World Series, which MLB team is all alone to never reach a World Series?
Oof.
I
haven't heard this yet, so this is a good question.
I haven't heard it either. Have you heard it?
Is it a trick question?
That's a good...
You know?
I like what you're thinking there. I don't think so.
No, it's not a trick question.
This is going to be a tough one
if
to think
it's who
about.
I think it is, then
I mean, it's got to be a newer
I'm going to feel
team.
real good.
I think, no.
I'm going to go with my gut here. I went with my gut last time and it screwed me, so it might screw me again.
I have no idea.
All right. Oh, man. Did you write it down yet, Parrot?
That was in.
Parrot.
All right, I'm just going to go with that. It might be a trick question. I'm going to go with the Miami Marlins.
Let him go.
I'm just saying, if that's...
No, he's thinking trick question. I see what he's doing.
Right, but
Marlins have been there.
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't either.
Because that's not true. It's still the same franchise.
Right.
Well, I wrote down the Twins, but they're both bad answers,
yeah.
I know this is wrong, but I'm going to say the Blue Jays, Toronto Blue Jays. I think they've been there.
Not a bad guess.
You remember Joe Carter?
That's what I thought, right?
And what about you, Kode
I
Bryant?
think they were there in like 92.
I went with my gut. And I went with my old man logic. So I went with the Mariners, Seattle Mariners.
That's a good guess.
That is a very good guess. I went with Tampa Bay.
I think they won it, didn't they?
They made it.
Did they?
They
I couldn't
made
remember.
it.
My second was the Padres.
They've been there. They got swept by the
Padres
Yankees.
made it, yeah.
Have the Brewers won?
Tony Gwynn, right? Back in the 90s.
Who?
Have the Brewers won?
Probably.
Honestly,
see.
though?
This is a good question. If we got stumped again.
I think the Mariners is a really good one.
Nice job, Cody. Seattle
Yep.
Mariners are the
Hey,
only
there we
team
go.
left to not
They
make
made the ALCS like a million times.
I don't even think they made it to ALCS, though.
I thought they did with Griffey and
it.
Rodriguez.
I thought so, too.
They lost to the Yankees a couple times, I thought.
I think that might have been
or maybe the
divisional
Indians,
series.
too. Yeah.
'Cause I want to say it was a divisional series. And then they pulled Randy Johnson out of the bullpen. One game I remember, and I think he got like shell shocked.
I gotta give.
I'm asking a question so I can give you guys the answer before I spit this out. So all time, does current also count? Because the question is, I'll tell you, as of today, which NBA player has the greatest career free throw percentage of all time at 90.47%? And I said, so all time, does current also count? All time.
All time?
All time.
Oh, who is it? So I know it's somebody.
Current counts.
Oh, current counts too? All time.
About to be 0-3.
Current counts.
Well, that's mine.
I like it.
I know he was up there.
Let me see yours. I'll tell him if it was mine too, because I got mine. I'm just waiting. Nope, not mine.
I know he's up there, but I know there could be one or two people that are above.
You got
him.
yours, Cody?
I got mine.
All right.
Hold on, let me put Parrot.
I think it's somebody random.
All right, so Parrot. Bear?
Shh. No, not Shaq. I'm kidding. Steph Curry.
That is also my answer.
Yeah. The chef, son.
And Cody.
I'm going to go with Mark Price.
Mark Fisher Price. Watch you be right again. Be like, well, we're done with this show.
It's not bad.
It's the old man.
I was thinking that or like Corver or something like that.
He was up there.
There's a couple who are up there that are playing right now. I know Curry's up there.
He said, love the Mark Price guess. He should get a point just for that. Steph Curry is correct.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm telling you, it's these gray hairs, dude. It's the gray hairs.
Sorry, Gary, we stay stalemate.
I know, until the wrestling show. And he said, Nash is number 2.
That makes
Price
sense.
is number 3.
Oh,
Nice.
I knew he was up there for a while.
Oh, one last question. Bonus.
Oh,
Love
a
it.
bonus
All right.
question.
Love it. Bonus question. Here we go. We got to credit Jeremy how much work he puts into this to contribute to our show. He gives us a lot of good trivia questions.
Oh, yeah.
And this is something, if you listen to the show, we do this in the beginning of every wrestling and sports. He gives us some good trivia that you can follow along with. It's really good. In honor of Kobe Bryant's cousin being there, how many scoring titles did Kobe Bryant win during his career? I'll put my answer. Okay. Oh, he's still typing. Hold on, there might be more to this. But this is a great question. Closest gets the point. All right. So it's basically between me and you who's closest. But theirs matters too.
I'm going to say...
Bear.
Oh, man, he played...
It would have been more if he'd have listened to me. I can tell you that.
I mean, he played in an era with a lot of good
What do you got,
players.
Parrot? Did you write yours down?
I'm going to say
Right.
3.
Damn it. So either way, we're tied. That's what I said.
I almost said 4, too. I should have. Damn it. Oh, well.
Looks like we're getting a point. Just
Or
give
not.
us a point. Not, oh, yeah, it depends on what they do.
Well, I was going to say 3, but now I'm going 4 or 2. So I'm going to go 4.
All right. Cody Bryant,
Going 2.
going 2. I like this.
Watching 0.
You know, watch a 0 or 1 or something stupid.
I know he got 1 for sure.
We got to do Jeopardy again, though.
Yes,
We got to do a sports Jeopardy
That would be
next time.
fun.
We are. Remember, we're going to do it the Christmas Eve
Oh, yeah.
time. Talked about that last week.
5. Good job, Parrot. Oh, I won.
5.
Hell yeah.
5.
Hey,
Does it have the years?
add that point. I got 2 now.
That make you feel better?
That made me feel a lot better, actually.
Congrats. You're now in 3rd place.
I asked him if he's got any more because we have a big crowd here. We've got actually 4 people participating. And if not, he'll be back for wrestling.
Yeah, tell him to save it for wrestling. I want some good ones there.
Yeah, you're, oh, God. I can't wait to see what you guys do together because,
Old
no,
hair,
he's got
gray
some,
hair.
he knows some classic shit. And I
Yeah.
know you were like, I was telling him how we were in the car one day. I'm like, so this at this pay-per-view, you're like, oh, yeah, 1984. That was
Oh,
on a,
yeah, that was
on
a good ride,
That was a
man.
Thursday. Yeah. They were at the Civic Center. I remember that. Yeah.
That was a good ride. Man.
Yeah.
Tornadoes and all. dude.
Yeah. He has some good wrestling questions.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. That's what I like to hear.
He said, "Is today the NBA prediction special?
Yes.
What you got?" And so I'm going to ask what he's got, and we can read that later. So let's go into some NASCAR. You know that thing that Kode Bryant loves. You watch NASCAR?
I dabble a little.
You dabble a little?
Yeah. I know there's one black dude out there driving.
Bubba.
Bubba Wallace?
Yep. How ironic is that?
Yeah. So is that the only way? Is that why you know that there's NASCAR? Is that what drew you in? Is there's one black guy in NASCAR?
Nah, I used to be a Jeff Gordon fan when I was little.
No,
but
God. You're sitting in the right
Jesus.
asshole
Hey, man,
seat
I
for
was-
Jeff Gordon.
I was a kid. I didn't know any better.
You know we have 3
But you
episodes
know-
basically dedicated to Jeff
Really?
Gordon.
Oh, really?
One of them was called Getting the Pole, Jeff Gordon's Journey to the Hall of Fame. We had Getting the Pole 2, It was Turn the Page, Paige, and then we had Getting the Pole 3, Bear's Revenge. That was episode 69.
Yep.
So, yes. Getting the Pole and Jeff Gordon.
I
We
did like
enjoyed that.
Richard Petty, though, too, man.
Yeah.
It was something about the cowboy hat and the mustache and the boots.
Were you even
man.
alive when he was racing?
Dude, I'm telling you, I'm that old, man.
Yeah, you are the oldest one here.
I am that old.
Yeah.
You go from Richard Petty to Jeff Gordon.
Right.
Ooh.
A stud to a guy that likes to pull.
Yeah, a stud to a stud.
Oh, gosh. So this past week, we had the race at Talladega. Had a lot of wrecks. It got rained out. They started the race on Sunday. It got rained out. They moved it to Monday. Just to give updates on last week. So Logano, who's Brandon had, finished 11th. He wrecked early, but came back and finished 11th. Keselowski, who Bear had, finished 25th. And I had Bowman. Thank you, Bowman, who wrecked also, finished 37th.
Fucking damn God. What did we say? It was Kurt or was it Stenhouse? Which one?
Well, it was kind of Kurt, a mix of, with the air, it was kind of a mix of Kurt and Stenhouse coming down.
Keselowski running
Or coming
fourth and
over.
got taken out, unfortunately.
Right.
But of course, Kyle couldn't have spun the other way. Kyle spins the other way. Brad finishes top 5.
Oh, yeah, he probably wins. He could have. Because there were a lot of guys up there. Because I was excited because in that same wreck, our One Bite Everybody Knows the Rules car got taken out. Matt DiBenedetto.
Yep.
Do you follow Portnoy?
Now is Keselowski, how you pronounce that?
Keselowski.
Keselowski? Is he like the bucktooth guy that wants
Yes.
to fight everybody in the pit?
Yeah,
Or
well,
before
he
and
came
after
out
races?
at Bristol one time and said, Brad Keselowski, driver of the number 2 Miller Lite. Kyle Busch is an ass.
Yeah, no, he's too big of a pussy to fight anybody.
Yeah,
But
when he won his title, he had I shit you not, the biggest fucking glass I've ever seen of Miller Lite, hammered. And then they're interviewing him. He was hammered. He's like, yeah, won a title. Miller Lite, number 2, I think 2. And then, yeah, he was fucked up.
oh yeah,
But he's
I would have too.
Yeah, absolutely. But Keselowski, he could have won that race. It ended up going to Ryan Blaney, won the race, so he's in the next round. So the 2 guys that are guaranteed in the next round are Blaney and Kyle Larson. 6 other spots left. Truex is probably getting in. Kyle Busch is getting in. Harvick's probably getting in. You got the guys on the outer. Do you know the updated standings right now?
I do not, honestly.
I will pull them up.
I I can pull them up if you like.
Yeah,
Were
I
they
got
at
'em.
Kansas this week.
They're at Kansas. It's a Saturday night race. So the playoff standings right. Anything else?
Yeah, Kansas is boring as shit. The state, the race, just all of it in general.
So Larson's in, Blaney's in, Hamlin, he's 56 points ahead of 9th, so he's in. Truex Jr.'s 48 ahead, he's essentially in. Kyle Busch is 41 ahead, he's essentially in. Harvick's 36 ahead, Keselowski's 20 ahead, Logano's 18 ahead. Sitting on the outside, you've got Bowman, who's 18 behind, Chase, 22 behind, Clint Boyer, 24 behind, and William Byron, 27 behind.
And this is the last race till the next round.
Last race until the next round, and then we will have 4 races left in the season. 3 races to determine the top 4, and then the final race for the championship.
Okay.
So, updated standings. Brandon took a commanding lead. He is now 72 points ahead of me and 76 points ahead of Bear. So you and I are fighting for second. We have a chance. I mean, I just got 75 points in 2 weeks, and Brandon got 13.
We got 5 races left.
But
Plenty of time.
so Brandon didn't have a top 11, or well, he didn't have a top 9 finish for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 races in a row, and then he went 3rd, 4th, 2nd, 11th.
Yep.
Brought him right back.
And he could very easily go 38, 38, 38, 38 to end it too. So
I hope he does.
never know.
So this week, Brandon is taking Kevin Harvick. I am taking, since it would be my pick next, because going in order of points, I'm taking Brad Keselowski.
I am taking Truex.
I like it.
I don't think I've taken him yet in the playoffs.
No.
Have I? Okay. Yeah, I mean, Truex won here twice 2 years ago. Actually swept the races. Brad won in the fall, or I should say the spring, excuse me.
Oh, he did?
Yes, he
Oh,
did.
thank God.
And,
Hopefully he wins again.
in 2018, Chase won the fall race, and Harvick won the spring race.
Well, you know, Dickhead's saving Chase for the final. He might not get there though. He's got to win this week.
he can have him.
So, all right, hey Perry, you got anything on NASCAR? Who's your favorite driver?
I mean, if I was picking, I was going to pick Chase.
Well,
this week.
Unfortunately, you didn't show up for several weeks, so you're out.
Do you have, by chance, on that the our top 4 that we picked in the beginning of the year?
I do.
Do you want to go over that just
Bear,
1 second?
All 4 of your guys are available. So are Brandon's, and I have 3 of 4. So Bear has Harvick for the win over Chase, Kyle, and Keselowski. Brandon has Chase for the win over Keselowski, Douche McDoucherson, which is Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano. And then I have Kyle Busch winning over Joey Logano, Chase Elliott, and Eric Jones, who was out of it because he had the disqualification. So,
Douche McDoucherson.
yes.
Who are mine again?
You have Harvick winning, Chase, Kyle, Keselowski.
I thought I had Blaney in there. I don't know why.
Yeah, I know we talked about it, and I wish I would have had Blaney instead of Eric Jones. Eric Jones, if he didn't get disqualified, he's in.
Yeah.
But that's what happened. Now they ain't fucking around. If you fail post-race inspection, you get disqualified.
Should. That's cheating.
Yes.
No one likes a cheater.
No one likes a cheater. Cheater, cheater, pumpkin jeter.
What?
No, Jeter was never a cheater. Jeter's a captain. He's a man.
He was smart because he never got married, so he didn't have to cheat.
Smart man.
Oh, wait, are we
He's
talking
married
about
now.
baseball?
And he
yeah.
gave out gift bags, they say.
Yeah. No,
We talked about that,
Yes,
didn't
we
we?
did talk about that.
Hey, let's cover that, Ro. It's been like 100 episodes since that. You want to give the whole story on that?
Allegedly, it's not a fact, but everyone has said it. I mean, Jeter in his prime, in his heyday, even right now, Jeter was banging the hottest of the hot. Cameron Diaz's of the world, your supermodels of the world, your top actresses. I mean, everything. Jeter all day, every day. And allegedly, after a night on the town with Derek Jeter, he would send them home with a Derek Jeter gift basket.
So his seed?
No, just a gift. I mean, there was probably fruits, maybe bananas in there. Probably
After he gave him a banana.
Probably some Plan Bs, maybe. I don't know.
Oh, shit.
I don't know what was in there.
How crazy is that? You get a souvenir for the Walk of Shame.
Souvenir.
Yeah, but I don't think big stars take a walk. It's like a limo issue.
Oh, yeah, probably, yeah.
I mean, people call Ubers now, so I mean, back then I would
Right, so
hope
you probably
Derek
had a
Jeter.
limo
If I
driver.
had Derek Jeter money and do that, I'd be like, yeah, I'd buy a limo. Say, okay, here's your limo. Now get the hell out. Mm-hmm. Take your gift basket. There's a Taco Bell gift card in here. Good luck.
So, over to NCAA. So last week, I actually gained a game on you guys. I was 5-5 on my picks, and you guys were both 4-6.
Last week sucked.
It did suck. I started out 3-1, and then it just didn't go good.
Even
from
though
there.
Ohio State won and they didn't play, which I love. So
Right. Michigan fucked all of us. Notre Dame fucked all of us. Toledo fucked all of us. Georgia, which is fine by me, but that's okay. So this week, Kode Bryant, you're new to this segment. What we do here is we give the line, and you're playing the line for college football. So,
Okay.
for example, first game we're going to talk about here, and Barry, you're going to have to give me Brandon's picks as we go if you can. Are you able to do that?
Yep.
All right. And Bear, can you see these? So if I'm typing, are you able to go over the lines?
Not
If I-
really.
here, let me make it a
If
little
you can
bigger.
Zoom in on it.
Better?
If you rub it a little bit, it'll get bigger. Did you? Yep. Oh my God, it worked.
Yeah. There we go. So Bear, I'll let you cover while I type.
Okay, Alabama, number 1 in the country. Is that okay? That's at home against Tennessee. They are a 34.5 point favorite.
Yep.
That's crazy. Cody, what you got?
So the game starts out, Tennessee's up 34.5-0.
I say say Alabama.
You're in the wrong game.
I know, thinking the wrong quarterback. I think Alabama. I think they'll win by 15.
15. Okay.
So I gotta insert a row here, insert a column, I should say, because I gotta give the honorary Kode Bryant
Slam dunk
his own
giant.
section.
You know what we should do next year?
What's up?
We should do this like college game day, and each week we have, and they don't have to be here.
The game of the week?
But we have a guest picker.
I like it.
So Cody's our guest picker this week. We obviously had Shiv one of the week, so we can do. But they don't have to be here. We could just pick. If someone reaches out to us,
Like
or,
Nothing But Net, ex-wife,
Yeah, I mean,
Justin
if
on
people,
Twitter,
if
Jeremy.
or people just reach out in general, they tweet us, say, "Hey, I want
friends
to
in
be your guest
Australia.
picker." Say, yeah, we'll do it each week, and
I'm
then
only picking if I get mascot hairs to put on.
well, unfortunately, there's no
You can put on
camera
that
here,
Cowboys
so-
helmet or that Brutus
Ooh, I
that
don't
sings
wanna
the
do that.
fight song.
There's a poke high hat up there. You could
Yeah,
put
you
that
on poke high. Al Bundy, poke high. 4 touchdowns in one game.
All right. So Kode Bryant has Tennessee. Well, Alabama winning.
Yes,
Tennessee with the points.
Tennessee,
Right? It's Tennessee
correct.
to cover. I have Alabama absolutely shitting all over Tennessee this week. It's going to be ugly. Tennessee's going to win probably by 7 touchdowns.
Tennessee's going to win by 7 touchdowns?
Alabama's going to win by 7 touchdowns. Dub also has Alabama.
I also have Alabama.
Same. Blowout.
If you want me to help you with this, you gotta
I know,
help me
I
out
just
here.
got to type. Well, I might as well just say them. Sorry. All right, LSU it just makes sense now. I can do it type. At Mississippi State, and LSU is an 18.5-point favorite. What's Brandon got?
LSU. LSU for me as well. LSU will win by 3 touchdowns at least.
LSU for me.
Yeah, LSU by 25.
LSU.
All right,
I didn't even know
Clemson.
Mississippi State still had a team.
Clemson at Louisville, 24.5. What do we got for Brandon?
Brandon took Louisville at home. I'm assuming Clemson to win, but Louisville in the points. I think he did that because they gave a little scare to Notre Dame earlier in the year, but that ain't gonna happen this time.
No.
Clemson isn't that good, I don't think, and they're not gonna play anyone the rest of the year. They're not gonna
Right.
play anyone in the ACC title game, so
Right.
they're gonna waltz right into the playoff. But I think that they cover 24.5 here. I think Clemson probably wins by 4 touchdowns.
All right, Parrot.
I'm gonna say Louisville covers this
Louisville.
game. Louisville.
Hey, what's the capital of Kentucky? Is it pronounced Louisville or Louisville?
I mean, the correct term is Louisville.
Well, it's
isn't it?
Frankfurt, so fuck off. Kode Bryant, what do you got?
Freaking nerd.
I don't even think Clemson's motivated, really, man. I don't know. I mean, they just dominate pretty much every time they step on the field. I got Clemson winning by, I'd say, 17.
So Louisville.
They'll probably pull people out, at halftime if it even gets that good.
All right, this is a trap game if I've ever seen one. Parrot and I talked about this earlier, and it's Ohio State at Northwestern, 28 point favorite. Parrot, you want to say what you said earlier when we were sitting down enjoying a brewski, waiting for our pizza?
Yeah, so every year when Ohio State, every year it seems like when they do go on the road and the home team wears those alternate jerseys, that's the trap game. That's the game they struggle in. It worries me. Northwestern's not that good.
So you're
But
saying,
I'm still taking the Buckeyes by 35.
okay. What's Brandon got? Probably Northwestern.
No, he's got Ohio State.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got Ohio State. Go ahead, Kode Bryant. Why don't you pick?
I think this will be that one game that Northwestern chooses to go on strike, like they did before. They'll probably sit everybody out. Ohio State by 20.
So Northwestern.
Northwestern.
Yes.
So Northwestern in the points.
Northwestern, yeah.
All right. Bear.
Okay, so Northwestern hasn't beaten Ohio State since 04. And every game, the last 3 games actually have been semi-close. Last year was the title game, actually. Ohio State beat them 45-24. But before that, in Columbus in 2016, Ohio State won 24-20. And then in 2013, in Northwestern, Ohio State won 40-30, which means they haven't covered since 2008. If they're going to go 28 points when they beat Northwestern in Northwestern 45-10. So they haven't covered in 11 years. On that note, this is a different team. And Northwestern's probably going to put up a little bit of a fight. I don't like the Friday night game. That, you're right, it has trap game written all over it. And they could easily not cover 28. Honestly, I think they hit it right on the nose. So I think we're all going to push regardless. But give me Ohio State.
I think Ohio State wins by like 31. All right. Oklahoma at home to West Virginia. This was kind of a surprising line. 33.5.
West Virginia's going to cover that, in my opinion.
Is it a running clock? 'Cause if it's a running clock, they'll cover.
So you think Oklahoma's gonna beat up on
It's gonna be bad. I think they call it a 50 burger.
them? Okay.
All
I
right.
like
I think
that.
Oklahoma's putting up
Dub?
50.
Dub's taking West Virginia. I as well am going to take West Virginia. Close, though. I think Oklahoma wins by like 31. But, yeah, I think, big game against Texas. You got a little bit of a letdown coming back home that usually happens. So they're still going to blow them out. But I think that West Virginia's going to cover barely.
I'm going to take Oklahoma. All right, Wisconsin, 31-point favorite at Illinois.
Take
Oh,
it.
God.
Take it.
Take what?
Wisconsin.
Okay. Got to clarify, Parrot.
Sorry.
Yeah, we use our big parrot words here. Dub took Illinois. You saw what Michigan did. They got to a huge lead and then let them come all the way back. I don't think Wisconsin is going to do that. You saw what they did to Michigan. So, yeah, give me Wisconsin here. It could be another 38-0 shellacking.
Yeah, their defense hasn't given up shit.
Didn't they just do that to State?
Yeah, Michigan
Okay.
State. So give me Wisconsin. Their defense is tough.
What's the spread?
31.
At Illinois.
And then Ohio State gets 7 days off before they host Wisconsin.
Ooh.
That's going to be a good one.
I'd
Yes.
say it's not going to be 31.
All right.
I think Wisconsin by like 15.
All right.
Okay.
Bear.
I said Wisconsin.
Did you?
Yeah, I
Sorry.
said 38-0.
Oh, you said it could be another one. All right. Penn State at home, Happy Valley to Michigan. Penn State, 8-point favorite.
Penn State's going to win that by 2 touchdowns.
Okay.
This is going to be where Michigan starts to fall apart in their year.
They already fell apart.
Well, bad though.
They were never together, to be honest.
I'm also taking Penn State, and I agree with the 2 touchdowns.
Dub took Michigan. Penn State just looked like shit against Iowa.
He just
Granted,
wants
it was
Michigan to
in
look
Iowa.
good because they play Notre Dame soon.
Granted, it was in Iowa. I think this will be closer than most think, though. I'm going to go with Penn State by 10, though, not 14.
Penn State, Michigan, and then Kode Bryant.
Penn State by 17.
Okay. Everybody's taking Penn State, but our leader, our fearless leader, Brandon. Oh, I
That's
didn't.
why he's leading.
Well, I didn't give the update. I mean, we brought him up by a game.
Let's
so,
finish these out, then we'll
right.
we'll give our update.
All right. Notre Dame is off.
Yeah, he put "Go Irish" in here.
He's an idiot. All right. Florida, 6-point favorite to the South Carolina Gamecocks, who's coming off a big win.
In
This is
South Carolina,
At South
right?
Carolina.
Yeah. Yep.
I think they're going to be. Personally, I think South Carolina's going to be riding high, come in, and they're going to get beat.
Yeah.
They're going to get beat by more than 10.
Yeah, big letdown coming up for South Carolina because Florida they put up a better fight against LSU than I thought they would.
Right.
So I was surprising. So I think Florida's really better than I thought they were, at least on offense. So
Right.
I'm taking Florida. Dub took Florida also.
Florida for me as well.
What's the spread?
6.
6? Is Florida's quarterback playing, or is he still hurt?
Some guy's playing at
Is it
quarterback.
Track or Trick, or I don't know who his name is.
Trask.
Trask.
Yeah.
And say if he's playing, then go Florida. Florida by.
Well, I don't know if he's playing. That's your responsibility.
Well, Felipe Franks is out. It'll be Trask. Yeah.
All right.
Be Trask. All
think
right.
he's
Florida
our
by 2 touchdowns.
There we go. All right. Georgia, coming off that upset loss to South Carolina, is at home to Kentucky, 25-point favorite.
Dub is an idiot.
What do you do?
Didn't put it on here.
Way to go, Dub. All right.
Minus 25.
I'm gonna go Georgia.
What are they playing?
Home to Kentucky, 25-point favorite. You're taking Georgia?
Yeah, I think Georgia's gonna have a big game this week.
Kode Bryant.
Georgia by 15.
So Kentucky.
I never seen Kirby Smart do less with so much.
Yeah.
It's so bad how you'd have thought Mark Richt was still there, the way he underachieves with all that talent.
Yeah, that was a bad look for them. So, yeah, they should come out pissed off and stomp on Kentucky, and I do think they will because, the only chance they have now to make it to the playoff, they got to win out. They got to win your
They gotta
division.
be pretty.
You gotta beat Alabama in the title game. Just that's all they got. We'll see if Dub can get one in here.
He will by the end of the show.
Yeah. All right, what do we got?
Michigan State is off. Michigan, we already made the call. Toledo at the big letdown against Bowling Green.
Hilarious.
That's terrible. Toledo at Ball State, 1.5 point favorite.
Toledo's going to cover that.
He said Georgia.
Okay, there you go.
All right, so Toledo for Parrot.
Toledo for Dub and Bear.
And Gray. Mr. Bryant.
I'll go Toledo.
Problem is if Gordini doesn't play.
So that's the first time we all agreed since LSU.
Good.
Yep.
Order the standings.
Standings. We will get over to that. So after week 7 of NCAA, Brandon still with a commanding lead, sitting at 46, 28, and 2. Bear 43, 31, and 2. And myself 40, 34, and 2.
All right. We all have a winning record, at least. That's a good thing.
It wasn't that way last year.
No, it
I guess
wasn't.
we got smarter in a year. All right, so we've got MLB. Well, we skipped right over MLB and NHL and NBA. So MLB, kind of just quick since last week. Nationals are in the World Series.
Yep. Yankees are down 2-1. Also, can we turn this to AEW?
Yes, they are down.
8:01, I just realized.
They are down. They won Game 1 in Houston.
Who's pitching tonight?
It's postponed tonight.
Yeah, it is postponed because it's raining. So they're going to play 4 games in a row. 4 nights in a row.
Oh, I forgot about that because, they pushed Ohio State off Fox Sports 1 on Friday, and Ohio State's going to be on the Big Ten Network now. Just FYI, if people didn't see that.
Good to know.
They were supposed to be on Fox Sports 1. Okay. I think that series is going to go 6 or 7, quite obviously. But
Yankees have to win this one.
yes, they do. You do not want to go back to Houston for a game down 3-1, man. And probably with this, you get Verlander that extra day again, so you get him back on the mound. But Cole looked better than everybody
Garrett
last
Cole's
night.
the best-looking pitcher. And, I mean, I knew that. I knew they were going to lose last night. I was like, Garrett Cole shut everybody down. He's the best pitcher they got right now, better than Verlander.
But how crazy is it, too, and I'll make this quick because it's baseball, how crazy is it that the Cardinals just, I mean, they look so good batting against the Braves, and then
they got shellacked.
They went cold.
And
what'd they do, one hit 2 games in a row or something like that?
And
Yeah.
My favorite thing is the Nationals without Bryce Harper.
Has anybody checked on Bryce Harper lately?
Oh, he's crying. He's crying.
Well, he was right when he said it this year that they're going to bring another championship back to D.C.
Yeah.
He was right.
Yeah.
Except he was in Philly is the problem.
Hey, look, if the Yankees don't make it, I'm pulling for Washington just because it'd be a good story. And if the Yankees make it, of course, it's fine.
Right. I don't know, man. I think
because if the Astros make it and win, Bear wins his first title on this podcast.
Yep.
And if the Yankees go and win, I get another one because right now I have 7. Brandon has 2. He's going to get NASCAR, but he's out. And then he's got the Astros. But if the Nationals win, if they won a World Series, I don't care if it's against New York because I would be upset. But Nationals would be a good story.
That'd be
It really
cool.
would be.
It would. I mean, they were
Nobody expected it.
12 games under 500 on May 24th.
They weren't even expected to make the
12 under.
playoffs.
12 games under 500 on May 24th.
So that sounds like St. Louis, the Blues. They were in last.
Crazy,
In
right?
January.
It's one of those kind of years.
Yeah, all it takes.
I'd be okay with it. What'd that idiot say?
Brandon said CMU -11 at BG. He picks BG. BG can get some love each week, too. No one gives a shit about Bowling Green.
It's not going in. Sorry, kid.
Anyways.
So, baseball. Parrot, what do you think happens in this Yankees-Astros series?
I think I think the Astros are going to close this out. I really don't. I don't think the Yankees are going to come back from this.
So you think they're going to win 2 straight?
No, I think the Astros are going to the World Series with Washington.
Okay. You?
I got Astros in 5.
So they're going to win the next 2?
They're going to win. Yeah, they're going to win the next 2.
I hate you.
If Stanton's not in the lineup. Now, if Stanton's in the lineup, they win in 6.
Okay.
But if he's not in the lineup, they're in 5. And in the National League, it's what the Nationals.
Well, the Nationals are in the World Series.
Oh, they're in the World Series.
Yeah, they just swept the Cardinals.
Who cares about the Cardinals, really?
Come on, man.
Hey, come on. Nobody cares about the respect the game, Brian McCann All-Stars.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey, it's Astros in 5, and then honestly, I think the Astros are going to sweep the Nationals.
So Okay.
Yeah, Astros in 5 to get to the World Series, and then Astros in 4. Yeah.
What hurts the Nationals is they're going to be waiting and resting.
Yeah.
So that riding that momentum is going to take a break.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that sucks. Just to real quick before we get into the NHL. So there was a junior middleweight fight over the weekend. Patrick Day got knocked out, was in a coma. He actually died. Just got the word on that he did die from his injuries.
It's kind of crazy how that's the only time that's ever news on ESPN is when boxer dies, but any other match, no one cares. They don't put anything on there.
Isn't that like the second one in the last 3 or 4 years?
Right? Yeah, months. I think another one just died a couple months ago.
And that's sad. And what are we gonna do? No, well, move on. Yep. That's all we can do. So let's go into NHL real quick. You said the Avalanche currently playing the Penguins. It's 1-1 in the first intermission. They are 5-0, correct?
Correct. The only undefeated team in hockey.
That's the only team left.
Avalanche.
Interesting. You got Bruins are 5-1. We're going to see them here in a few weeks. 5-1 Bruins and the 3-3 Red Wings, and Penguins are sitting at 4-2. They started out I think 1-2 or 0-2. Or 1-2, yeah, because they won 3 in a row. Nick's pick. You see their record?
No.
0-4-2.
Yikes.
New Jersey.
Yikes.
Oh gosh. Granted, we're only a week and a half in, so we've got some time here. But like the Sharks, 2-4, they were Stanley Cup team. What, last year? Did they make it? No, they lost in the.
They lost in the finals.
In the final, the conference finals.
St. Louis.
Yes, and then St. Louis beat. The hell did St. Louis beat? We talked about this. They beat Carolina. We talked about this. I forget already.
I don't remember.
I don't know.
Drunk to remember.
I am not drunk, but I just don't remember.
Yeah, I'm not either, but I need to make an excuse.
All right, NBA. This is why you're here, Mr. Bryant.
Yeah, man.
You want to give us what do you think, man? What's going on? Preseason make any difference this year?
No, nobody cares about preseason.
But if you look at the top, though, here's the standings in the East. Okay, this could look like this in the regular season: Bucks, Sixers, Celtics, Nets, Heat, Pacers, Magic, Wizards. Granted, the Raptors aren't in there.
Yeah, Raptors aren't making the playoffs.
You don't think so?
No, they're not making the playoffs at all.
Jeremy did mention that. He said
the East is really bad.
Look out for them.
I mean, the East is bad, but it's not that bad. I mean, it's bad, but it's not. It's more top heavy, kind of like the West. The West is a little top heavy. I mean, 1 through 4, and then after that, it's kind of 50-50 in the West. I mean, the Nuggets, they made a lot of noise last year, but they can also not make the playoffs this year either because they kind of skated in towards the end.
Right. I could see that. Jeremy did want me to say he could see Toronto being a top 4 team in the East. And we better have the Jazz, his Utah Jazz, high up in the rankings.
The Jazz?
The West, yeah. He's a big Jazz fan.
I'm sorry.
Well, I know you come in as do you pay homage to your cousin Kobe? You a big Lakers fan?
Always have been. I mean, they're gonna do okay. I think they're gonna be, the way the West is looking right now, they'll probably be, I'd say maybe a 4 or 5 seed.
All right.
I mean, I don't think they're gonna dominate, and be championship contenders like everybody thinks they're gonna be. Because they still don't have a bench. A lot of the younger players that could play defense, they gave up in that trade for Anthony Davis. And True. Anthony Davis is another 7-foot guy that doesn't want to play center. Granted, they brought in Dwight Howard, but, I mean, Dwight Howard's only 6'10", 6'11". And he's he'll probably be more like a Dennis Rodman for him, getting rebounds and playing defense in the middle. But besides that, they don't have any perimeter defense.
What are you putting, LeBron at center?
I mean, that's pretty much what'll probably
end up
happening.
Yeah. Point, center.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know who they can really get besides, Clutch Sports clients, man. Like,
right.
The Lakers might as well be the Clutch Sports All-Stars.
Right. You make a valid point there. So, running down there, give me, this is what I want to know from everybody sitting here. Give me we'll talk about the East first. Give me just your top, who's going to make the conference finals in the East, okay? want to know your conference finals in the East and a surprise team you think maybe has a chance to make some noise that we wouldn't expect. So, start with you since you're our humble guest.
Yeah. I think in the conference finals, it'll be Philly and Milwaukee.
Okay.
And I'd say it's hard to say, though. I'm going to go out on a limb and say Ben Simmons finds a jump shot by the end of the season. And Philly wins in 7 games to go to the finals. And they'll play... It's going to kill me.
Well, I was just covering the East, so wait a minute.
Okay.
Go ahead, Bear. Oh, hold on. Surprise team from the East.
Oh, surprise team from the East?
You got a surprise team?
Ooh, I'd say probably it's going to be a toss-up. Either the Heat or the Pacers.
Okay.
I'd say the Pacers. I mean, or, the Heat or the Pacers. I mean, just in honor of you, I'll say the Celtics.
Well, that's not a surprise, though.
I don't know, man. They might go down with Kemba Walker at point.
Yeah.
And, Tatum's been he's been on the Kobe system lately.
Brown just turned down a 4-year, $80 million extension.
Right.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
Cub?
All right. I'm in the same train. I say 76ers over Bucks in 6. 76ers will be the 1 seed. Bucks will be the 2 seed. My surprise team this year in the East is going to be the Chicago Bulls. I think the Bulls make the A seed. I think they have a pretty solid young squad. There's going to be a lot of, hopefully a lot of good teamwork there. But, I mean, Levine stays healthy. You got Lauri Markkanen, who's a beast. They got Otto Porter in the offseason. You got Thad Young, Chris Dunn, and you got Kobe White, and you got Wendell Carter Jr., 2 young studs, man. I think the Bulls are going to be 7th or 8th seed this year, and they're going to surprise a little bit of people after the last couple of years, and they haven't been so great. My opinion, yo.
All right. Parrot?
I have the Sixers and the Bucks in the conference finals as well, but I'm going to go opposite and say Bucks win in 7. And then I'm going to go with Brooklyn getting that 8 seed.
Okay. I also, keep this going, have the Bucks, and I'm sticking with my pick in June. Exactly what I had for the finals. I'm not changing it, but I'm going to take the Bucks are going to beat the Sixers in 7. And although I think this team, they should be terrible, and they look like shit right now, but they have the pieces there, and if they can put it together, they could make some noise in the shitty East. But I'm going to say the Hawks. They've got some good young guys. They've got they got Chandler Parsons. You got a veteran guy there. Trae Young. You got Cam Reddish. You got other guys there. Like, they could make it happen.
They still got Vince Carter.
One
more year.
So I'm going to say the Hawks. They look like shit right now, but they could put it together. Is kind of a surprise team. It's way off the wall. You don't know. We'll see.
And I think Cam Reddish is a lot better than people think.
I agree.
Everyone obviously was on the old Zion hype train, but Cam Reddish was right on his coattails at Duke. I mean, he was right there as well. Dude is solid. And
that's why people don't talk about him.
Exactly.
Because of Zion.
I think that, and that's why their team was so good, because you had Barrett there too. But
RJ. I think Barrett was terrible.
I think
RJ Barrett was terrible.
I don't think he was terrible. I think he was a little bit. I think Reddish was underlooked there. I think he was underlooked there. If RJ Barrett, I think he's going to do well at the Knicks.
Barrett can't shoot, though. That's his problem.
I think Reddish is very underrated and got overlooked at Duke because of both
of them.
Oh, yeah.
I think if Cam Reddish was there, if he'd come in after Zion, or if Zion would have just never came in, that would have been Cam Reddish's team.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I agree. All right. Now, on to the West. So back to you, Mr. Bryant.
All right, this one's going to get hard. It's going to be hard for me now. You got to bear with me.
I want to hear it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm ready for it.
You got to bear with me, man.
You can cry on the show. It's okay. You can be the first crier.
Don't tell anybody. I have the Clippers.
I want to hear it.
That was the Clippers and the Blazers in the conference finals. It's killing me to say the Clippers, though. That hurts.
What do you think of their new jerseys?
I haven't seen them yet. Here, give me 1 second. I heard. With the
looks like GTA 5.
Yeah, San Andreas
font. Yeah.
Those are ugly. They're just, I don't know. They tried too hard with those, but I think they're still trying to distance themselves from Donald Sterling. Like they'll do, any and everything they can. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know Old English font was still like cool.
So I'm interested to hear, why do you think the Blazers get there?
The Blazers, man, they have a great backcourt. You got Damian Lillard, C.J. McCollum in the backcourt.
Nurkic will be coming back from injury.
Nurkic is coming back.
And you got Whiteside.
Right.
They did sign Whiteside over the summer, so you got a little bit. You have enough down low to play the post.
And another guy I just remember for Atlanta, Evan Turner.
He's still in the league.
He's in Atlanta.
Still in the league, yep. Evan Turner.
Because he was a Portland guy.
Yeah. And
Buckeye, yep.
They did. Portland, they made some noise last year, and I think if they would have had Nurkic, then they probably could have, they could have made it to the conference finals last year. But him missing, that was a big piece gone because you got a big guy that can pass and stretch the perimeter. So, it's hard to say what else they're gonna do. They do have Rodney Hood coming off the bench. He can get hot whenever. And who else they have on the bench? They got Kent Bazemore and Mario Hezonja coming off the bench too. So they can get really good minutes and put some points on the board. Because I don't really see a lot of defense getting played in the Western Conference outside of, Utah and maybe Dallas.
Right.
But that's gonna be that's my sleeper team, the Dallas Mavericks.
Dallas?
Yep.
You got what? You got Porzingis.
Yeah, if
Porzingis,
if Porzingis doesn't get,
that's mine too. So just go right into that.
What's that?
Dallas is my sleeper team in the West. No doubt.
Same. Yeah, absolutely.
I love Luka, but healthy Kristaps. You got Tim Hardaway Jr. who can score. You got Justin Jackson, Seth Curry, and you got the best center of all time, Boban. So there you go. That's all you need. That's all you need right there.
And that's if Porzingis doesn't get deported.
He'll be all right. He's not he's not Cantor, so he'll be fine.
I don't know. He caught that charge. What'd they ever say about that?
I don't even know.
I haven't heard anything lately about it.
Haven't heard?
I don't think so. I thought he got his ass whipped, didn't he?
No, that was a different time. He went back home and got beat up.
Yeah, that was the one where the guy popped him in the face when he was walking by or whatever.
Yeah, but he caught a rape charge in New York.
Did he?
Yeah.
Did he rape that guy?
What's that?
He raped that guy that slapped him in the face you're talking about?
He probably did.
All right. Yeah. So you got what? Clippers and 76ers in the final.
Clippers, 76ers
Who's
in the
winning?
finals. I got Clippers in 6.
Clippers in 6. All right.
There's going to be a Clippers banner hanging in Staples Center.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think so.
And it'll probably burn to the ground as soon as it goes up, too.
Yeah, so I have, Dallas, my sleeper team in the West. But I have Rockets in 7 over the Clippers.
Nice.
I think Russ and Harden back together again.
How many basketballs
is going to
they
do it? I'm saying it's going to happen. It's got to happen. He's got his buddy back, so you don't have CP3 there anymore. He gets injured every other day. So it'll be interesting, but I think it's going to be Houston's time, but I don't think they're going to win the finals. I think 76ers will beat Houston, even though I have Toronto over Houston. But that was before the Kawhi news. I was guessing that Kawhi was going to stay in Toronto.
So I have to mark this up. I'll let you mark it after you talk.
Well, you keep Toronto on there. I'm going to put the 76ers and circle it as my pick, but I'm going to keep Toronto just to see. Because that's just who we picked, right? It's only fair. But I'm not changing Houston.
And put your sleepers up there too.
Yeah.
After you're done, and
so it should be like I said, Harden and Russ. It could be great. They could make the finals, or it could just be terrible. And I'm going to go on the side of greatness because I think they're going to be close, and they'll probably get another piece halfway through the year at some point that's going to get them over the top there.
I think the same thing's going to happen to them like it did last year, though. They just Harden just had no legs. by the time they got deep in the playoffs, Harden's playing 38 minutes.
Lieutenant Dan,
Yep,
you ain't got no legs.
Yep, but now you got Russ there, right? So Harden doesn't need to run the whole thing because now when Harden gets to take a breather, you got Russ out there to run the offense. Last year didn't have anybody.
Right.
You still got Capella, who's a monster, dude, the most underrated center in the NBA, hands down. Eric Gordon, you still got PJ Tucker, and you got Austin Rivers coming off the bench. So
but they had to figure out how to keep Harden interested the whole game. There were times last year when Chris Paul was running the offense, and if they called the play and Harden knew he wasn't getting the ball at the end of the play, it was kind of like Jay Cutler out there, like Jay Cutler defending on a screen or something.
Yeah, I think though with Russ coming in, it gives him motivation again, right? I don't think you heard him and Chris Paul and halfway through last year, even kind of at the beginning they weren't getting along, and now it came to fruition.
I don't think anybody likes Chris Paul though. He just seems like a guy that just nobody likes.
Yeah, isn't he LeBron's buddy though?
Yeah. But he kicks people in the nuts.
I think that's why nobody likes him. He's always hitting people in the jump. Yeah. You can't do that.
All right, I'm going to go write our stuff up there.
All right, Parrot Nelson.
See, I had the Rockets and Clippers, but I'm going to go the opposite way. I think Houston is going to end up winning the finals this year. I think it finally get over that hump and actually go all the way. But then I think I don't think the Lakers will do that bad this year.
They're your sleeper?
They're not. No, they're not.
I was going to say, are you serious
they're not
right
my
now?
Sleeper. No, I'm agreeing with you guys. Like I like what Dallas has.
We all say Dallas is a sleeper.
I like what they have going for them. I think they can make some noise.
Yeah. Well, hold on. You got more. You got to put Parrot up there now.
No.
We got to know what it is. So Parrot just said
Parrots can talk
Rockets,
to Bear.
Rockets over
Sixers.
You said
No, I said Bucks. My bad.
I already forgot.
I did.
No, it's actually Rockets over Lakers in
12.
Rockets over Rockets.
In 12.
How many games, Parrot?
7.
Okay. I'm going to stick with mine, so I think it's going to be, I agree with these other two, it's going to be Clippers and Rockets. Clippers are going to win in 6, and they're going to face the Bucks in the finals, and they're going to win in 6. I'm going to stick with my pick I made in June prior to the man getting there, Kawhi.
Sixers, right?
Yeah.
Kode Bryant.
Clippers over
Sixers.
6.
And that's Kode Bryant.
I take that back. 5. Clippers in 5.
Ooh.
5. Bold. It's a bold move there, Cotton.
And we're going to be covering that a little bit. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off for him. So NBA, we're ready to hear it. Good luck to the Utah Jazz. Of course, I'm pulling for the Celtics. I think they're going to pull out like maybe a 5 or 4 seed. Maybe get to round 2 if they're lucky.
You want me to put the sleepers on there too?
We'll see. It depends on what happens, man. They don't match up well with certain teams. So,
They'll get to round 2.
well, it depends. They play Indiana. I always get worried.
Anybody that follows the Kobe system, you're getting at least round 2.
There you go. So
Who did I say was my East sleeper? I already forgot.
Dallas. We all said Dallas.
That's the West sleeper. Is my East sleeper.
Oh.
East. Oh, you said the Bulls.
Bulls.
Yeah, you said.
I said the Hawks.
Sleep.
What did I say?
Who did I say?
You said Dallas. And you said Miami. Somebody said Miami.
For the East. Who did I say for the East?
You said Miami, Parrot.
Oh, I said the Pacers for the East.
Yeah, you did say Indiana. So, and then what did Dub give us for his pick?
I don't think he did.
He gave it to us last week.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Hey, we did. Whoa.
Pacers.
We did get adjusted on the Twitter.
Yeah, we did. I was going to read that there. Got it halfway in between.
Yeah. So we got that. Brandon, I feel like I'm going to look back on our text real quick. Parrot, anything that you think, who's going to win MVP? Well, hold on. First, before that, what happens with Golden State?
I think Steph Curry goes back to how he was playing before Kevin Durant got there. I think he's going to average. I think he'll win the scoring title this year. I think Curry's going to go out and be scoring 29, 30 points a game, and I think the Warriors have a good shot to make it back to the finals with the team that they have still. It's still essentially kind of the same. It's like the same system they had before KD got there, that they can all play. I think they have a good shot.
No Clay. I mean, Clay was kind of Steph's safety net out there in Golden State.
That is true.
I think without Clay, I mean, the Warriors, they still make the playoffs, but I think they might be, I say the Lakers will be a 5. I think Golden State, they're either going to be 4 or 6.
You can see it.
Yeah, I agree. Warriors, I'm not feeling it for them this year. I think they'll be okay. Certainly make the playoffs, but I think probably a Western Conference Final exit for them this year. Maybe a little bit earlier. I just think that there's too many good teams in the West that, are going to be there. The only thing they got right now is experience. They don't have the extra manpower like they have in the last couple of years with the superstars. So that's going to be my guess. I think the Warriors second round exit.
Yep, I agree.
Anything for Dubzilla there?
Waiting on that. We'll get it later. MVP. Parrot, who you got for MVP?
I have 2. I'm either going to go...
Yeah, there's not 2 MVPs.
Okay, well, I have 2 finalists. I'm going to go Steph, and I still think Westbrook. I still think Westbrook's going to have a great year with Harden. I think he's going to show off his game more. I think they're going to go off together. It's my opinion. Steph and Westbrook, but I think Westbrook would have the edge over him.
I'm giving it to Kawhi. Keeping it with my championship team. Actually, Enes Kanter.
Good guess.
Yes. Oh, there he is, the man.
MVP of the Turkish League.
Jericho, what shit is he talking now?
To tell you, they want to beat the top team in AEW.
People are going to start tuning out of this if we start watching wrestling on this
And we
show.
actually got more hits last week because of probably AEW getting covered in sports.
Yeah, Giannis is going back to back.
Think so?
Dude, he's the only person, besides kind of Kawhi, who isn't on a superstar studded team. It's him. He's got to do all the work, the bulk of the work. Second, Luka. Third, Kyrie. How about that?
Kung Fu Kyrie.
Same thing, though. He's got nobody else. He's got to do everything. He doesn't have Durant till next year. So I'm looking at guys who aren't playing with other superstars. LeBron and AD, you got Harden, you got Westbrook, you got Kawhi and Beverly and Paul George.
Right.
I think that it's got to come from a team where it's kind of like one major superstar and a good supporting cast. So I think that Giannis goes back to back, and I think Luka is going to surprise this year. Have a huge year.
All right.
You guys ready for this one?
Oh, God.
If they make the playoffs and they're a 4 seed or higher, Jimmy Butler is going to win the MVP.
Where's that, Miami?
Yeah.
Miami, yeah.
I can
if
see
Miami
it.
makes the playoffs, and if they're, I think Miami could be a 3 seed. I think if they're a 3 seed, depending on how Philly plays, you never know with Philly. They could easily be a 3 or a 4. But I think if Miami makes the playoffs and they're a 4 seed or better, Jimmy Butler's gonna win the MVP. Michael Jordan's son.
I will pick Brandon's MVP, Derrick Rose.
The Pistons. Oh, God, Brandon. All right. Anything else on NBA? Or are we good there?
I think, when does the season start?
I think next week, right?
Next week, right?
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Next Wednesday, maybe?
Yeah, this is one of the best times of the year, man. You got baseball ending. You have
Son of a plumber. That's a great shirt.
DDP. Yeah, you got baseball ending. You got NBA starting, NHL starting. You're right in the middle of football. It doesn't get much better than this.
Gosh, why do they keep showing this garbage? All right, so we're going into NFL. I will give the standings. You want to talk about the pod, how we did last week? We're making some noise, coming back.
So we had 10 wins last week.
Should have had 11.
Yeah, which was which was top. The only other person that had 10 wins last week was
Pod Dad.
Pod Dad.
Yes, he did. And he's made some noise. He's moving up the ranks.
Yes,
up to
he
fifth
is.
now, isn't he?
Yep. So we have, Nothing But Net still leading with 60. OTL Sports Pod hot on her trail with 58.
How many did she have last week? 8?
8. Yes. So we're catching her. Ex-wife had 8 last week. She's at 55, so 3 behind us. Fourth place. Whole Pack of Badgers had 5.
Ooh. So they're down to 54, right?
Down to 54. Pod Dad had 10 and got up to 53.
Nice, Pod Dad.
And he is tied with Eagle, who also has 53, only got 7 last week. Justin on the Twitter only got 5 last week, just 52. This might be Vialise, 7, 51. Remember when Vialise was killing it last year?
Remember that episode?
Yikes.
What was it?
A
loser story?
Ever since we bashed Vialise, it has not been good.
What was it? You lose. Good day, sir. A Vialise story.
Good day, sir.
Vialise. You would have liked that, Cody. We played Willy Wonka. You lose. Good day, sir.
That's beautiful.
I said good day.
All right. So we got 14 games this week.
14 games. And just to update the standings, you guys would actually be intrigued by this. We are very close. So last week, we had it was an interesting change of events for the standings. So Brandon is no longer in the lead. He had a bad week. So myself, 11-3.
Nice.
You were 10-4. Brandon, 5-9.
Oh, whoa.
Rough week for Brandon.
5-9. Holy shit.
The only difference you and I had, and I wish we would have taken it, but I felt big on the 49ers. I said I was riding the train, and I'm glad I did because they look legit.
Mm-hmm.
We were seeing that now, but Jalen Ramsey did get traded
to
the Rams for 2 first-round picks and
the
a
Rams
4th.
Traded Peters.
Yes, and
Thank
Marcus
God.
Peters to make room for him.
Where did they trade Peters to?
Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Yep.
The only bad part now is the Rams have no first-round picks for the next 5 seasons.
That feels
Is it
like
now
the next
5?
1,000.
5, yeah.
Holy shit. So
And they still need a quarterback.
the Rams,
Yes.
Shaky Goff doesn't work for you?
He never worked for me.
So let's talk about this. You guys will find this very interesting. So we are now 6 weeks into the NFL season. Gray is now in the lead, 58-33-1. Second place, tied, Baron Brandon, 1 game behind
Let's
me,
say 57.
34-1.
Mm-hmm.
Only 1 game. We have a difference now. Thank you, Brandon, for choking this last week to close these
And
standings.
the pod has the same record as you.
As me, 58?
58.
That's great. That's why we have 3. That's awesome. That worked out for us last year. If you remember, I won, but the podcast overall beat us by 2.
Yep.
That was great. And who won? The podcast. So
That's
we are
right.
not, I repeat, not giving away swag. Cody Bryant, you should be in our pigskin pick'em. You could be winning some swag, but you need
Why
to get
am I not?
You need to get in College Bowl Mania.
Yep.
That's what you need to get into.
We'll get into that here in a few weeks.
We'll get into that in a few weeks, but hey, let's get this going. So this week, the bye weeks. Carolina, Cleveland, they need it. Pittsburgh, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So tomorrow night, big game, Thursday night or tonight when people are listening. We've got the Kansas City Chiefs coming off a loss.
2 losses.
2 in a row. And they
Coming
are
off 2 wins in a row, Denver Broncos.
at the Denver Broncos. So this might be closer than people think. We got Chiefs at Broncos. So because we got to make a pick, I want our guests to go first.
Yep.
And then we will make our pick as our podcast. So, Cody, Chiefs at Broncos.
I think the Chiefs bounce back. Chiefs bounce back. It was a division game. Chiefs bounce back, and they win by 22.
Oh, shit. Big win. You? I hope you're right. As a Patrick Mahomes guy.
I got Chiefs as well.
All
Coming
right.
back.
Yeah, I'm taking the Chiefs this week, and so is Dub.
And so am I. So let's go across the board, Chiefs.
They gotta get their shit together. Their offensive line is bad, and Mahomes has he just got Tyreek back, but he still don't have anyone to throw it to. So
He's still
Kelsey
pretty
and Tyreek are it. So they gotta get healthy.
Yeah.
This next game, new starting quarterback for the Miami Dolphins. Is it Fitzmagic or Fitzpatrick? Dolphins at Bills. So Cody Bryant.
They're not putting that game on TV, are they?
I hope not.
All games are on
God.
TV.
Jesus. I go to Bills Bills by 12.
All right. And we do these games straight up.
Oh,
by the
straight
way.
up? Okay.
Yeah, these are straight up.
Bills.
Bills.
Yeah, Bills here, Bills with Dub.
Bills with me, but I will tell you, I would not be surprised if they lost to the Dolphins.
Right.
I really wouldn't be surprised. I don't think it happens, but I wouldn't be surprised. I think it's going to be closer than people think.
Did you watch the end of the Redskins-Dolphins game last week?
Terrible.
That was the worst It's like they tried to.
I don't think anybody wanted to win that game.
No, I mean the Redskins were up 17-3, and now it was 17-16 after they scored, and they threw the worst 2-point play I think I've ever seen in my life.
I agree.
It was bad.
And how many teams do we have left undefeated? 49ers, Patriots, right?
That's it.
And then we've got 2 teams without wins, Dolphins and Bengals. So let's
That's
go
it.
into this. Jaguars at Bengals. So honorary, I'm going to give this to the Bengals fan first. Parrot
Jaguars.
Nelson. Okay. Kode Bryant.
Wait, you're a Bengals fan?
Sadly.
You probably like Skyline Chili, too.
I love Skyline Chili. You're right.
Shit's gross.
Shit's awesome.
I was going to say, I can get that in a can at Save-A-Lot.
There we go. What do you got, Kode Bryant?
I got the Jags.
Jags.
This is probably going to be the best chance Cincinnati's had to win.
I agree.
Besides the Seahawks first week. But I think Minshew Magic and the mustache and the jockstrap stretching is going to beat the Bengals this week. So Jags. And also Dub has the Jags, which means the podcast has the Jags. No
Which
matter
means-
what Gary picks.
Well, I'm taking the Jags. So far,
Jagging off.
Jagging Off. That might be the name of the episode. Write that down for me. Jagging Off. All right. So, hey, it could be a mustache story. Jagging Off, a mustache ride.
Jagging off, a jockstrap story. I like a mustache ride, actually. Good call.
Yeah, Jagging Off, a mustache ride.
Much better.
All right, here we go. Vikings, again, this is another interesting game. Vikings at Lions. Lions were just screwed out of a win. Should be 3-1-1. I'm interested to see what you guys think. So, Kode Bryant?
Ooh. You know what? After watching that game on Monday, the Lions, they might actually be legit on defense for once. So I'm going to go with the Lions.
Okay.
Because Kirk Cousins is still a quarterback in the NFL.
I have another story about that, too, and we might cover it while we cover this game. Yeah, we can just, after our picks, we'll cover it.
I'm going Lions as well. They're looking like a solid team this year.
Dub?
Dub took the Lions.
Bear?
I am not. I'm taking the Vikings here. Tight game. I think the Vikings pull it out. They just have a couple better weapons on offense than the Lions do.
So, before I make this pick, I want to talk about Zach Brown. Talk shit, said the weakest for the Eagles, said the weakest point on the Vikings team is Kirk Cousins, who comes out and throws for 333 yards and 4 touchdowns. And then Zach Brown gets cut on Monday. Mm-hmm. Shut your damn mouth. And I am going to, like I typically do, agree with Bear. I think they ride it. I think it's coming along. They said, like, Diggs, Thielen were both pissed. Thielen was more vocal about it. And since then, he's looked a lot better. They're like, Kirk, dude, get your shit together. And they have Dalvin Cook, one of the best backs in the league. They're tough, man. And the Lions, don't get me wrong, it'll be close. Lions are tough. Yeah. They are going to come in pissed off, but I think they're going to come in still thinking about that Packers game and the referees, and they're going to be worried about refs screwing them. Vikings are going to come in here and win.
Yeah, and I go ahead.
I don't know. With Kirk Cousins still having a losing record against teams that actually are 500 or better, I mean, for some reason, I don't know what it is. He just seems to choke up a little bit when he's playing teams that are actually good.
Because they just beat the Eagles. Eagles were 3-2. They were 500 record. And we're going to get to who they play this week. But
yeah, well, the Eagles also have the worst secondary in the NFL.
Right.
Literally the worst. So
True.
out of all games for that to happen, that's why it happened. And that's why I also dominated on DraftKings all weekend, too. Because I played Cousins and Diggs everywhere.
Yeah, I had Cousins.
Too easy.
I know that. It is. All right, so next, Raiders at Packers.
Ooh.
I know, you think like, oh, Packers, but you're like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah, because I'm still not sold on LaFleur. I'm not sold on him yet. And I think Aaron Rodgers just looks miserable. I think it's finally they've realized that they can actually produce and make points kind of without him. So he's kind of, he's hurting right now. And I think the Raiders win that game.
Okay. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean,
Parrot?
I'm going to go with the Packers.
Okay.
Dub took the Raiders. I am going to take the Packers. Lambeau's a tough place to win at, and the Raiders are not a bad team. They're coming together. Gruden knows how to coach. Everyone who talked shit about him, I was all on Gruden's bandwagon. I thought it would take a couple years, and if they go 8-8 this year, fuck, that's a win, man. I'll tell you what, because he's got these guys playing. He got rid of the people he didn't want, right? Got rid of the quote unquote cancers on the team, and now look at them. They're playing good as a team.
I just think they're gonna hover around 500, 9-7.
But you gotta think the next couple years, they got a lot of first round picks coming. He's got 10 years to do this. Well, 8 years now, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Gruden knows what he's doing. I have faith in Gruden. I liked him before as a coach. I liked him in the booth. A lot of people don't. I think Gruden's a hell of a coach. John, not Jay. Jay Gruden sucks. Older brother is much better. So I think that the Raiders put up a good game here, but I do think the Packers come away with the victory.
So, and I'm going to go with you. So, give me the Packers.
But I also think, too, that if I'm not mistaken, they play the Patriots in 2 weeks. So they may look ahead. So the Raiders, like you said, it's going to be a close game. I think they play the Patriots after the Raiders. The Packers. So, there's no such thing as, quote-unquote, looking ahead in the NFL like there is in college, but there is.
So, here, Oakland's interesting, and I had to pull up their schedule because I know they're 3-2, and they've won 2 in a row. So they beat at home, they beat Denver 24-16. Then they lost at home 28-10 against Kansas City. And Kansas City doesn't really have a defense, so that was interesting. And then they got beat 34-14 against Minnesota. And then
Minnesota.
At Minnesota. Then they won at Indy, which was a surprise, 31-24. And then they just beat the Bears at home. In London. So technically they were home. But I'm sticking with you. I think Lambeau's a tough place to play. I don't know if the refs, depends on who's reffing that game. It really doesn't. I think the Packers are going to win by 10. I do.
Devontae Adams needs to come back.
Yes, he does.
Because their receiving core. Geronimo Allison will be out. He got knocked out cold. He'll be out with a concussion this week for sure. I'm pretty sure if you get knocked out in the NFL now, you will not play the next week. So Valdez-Scantling got hurt there for a minute. Devontae Adams has turf toe. If Devontae don't come back, man, they might be in a little bit of trouble because they might be calling you there, Gary, to come play wide receiver for a week. Yeah. And that's how hurt they are right now. So
yeah, it's been a while. I haven't played receiver at under 220, and I'm sitting at 205. I don't know if I can do it.
Played more catcher.
Handed to me. Yeah, okay. Played catcher for Aaron. Rams at Falcons.
Got my boys bouncing back this week. The Falcons, they're kind of like...
oh, yeah, you're a Falcons fan, right?
No.
I'm just fucking kidding. I know you're an LA guy.
I think, I don't know. The Rams still don't have it together necessarily on offense because Goff is not the answer. They're going to have to figure out something and trade for a quarterback or try to find somebody in the offseason since they don't have any first-round picks. I wouldn't be surprised, honestly, if they try to, trade for Teddy Bridgewater or something in the offseason and try to sign him, but they'll get it together enough against the Falcons since they seem to be everybody's slump buster right now. So I see the Rams winning that game.
All right, and Parrot,
I got the Rammies.
Dub has the Rams. I have the Rams.
And I have the Rams.
Defense is horrendous.
They are Texans at Colts. Kode Bryant.
Texans.
Parrot Nelson.
Texans.
Dub has the Colts.
Okay.
Coming off bye at home, man, this is gonna be a good game, I think. But the Texans, man, they're clicking right now, so I can't stop that firepower right there. So I'm gonna go with Houston, game-winning field goal, tight game.
Yeah, Houston.
Deshaun Watson MVP.
Right now, he's looking like it.
Could be
looking better than Mahomes.
All right, so this one's probably across the board. 49ers at Redskins.
Yeah, Dub has 49ers.
49ers, everybody.
Yeah, they shouldn't disrespect the 49ers.
Coming across to the East Coast.
Interesting game here. Cardinals at Giants. Coming across that to the East Coast.
I'd say the Giants.
Giants.
Oh man, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
Okay.
Going into New York.
Dub took the Giants. I as well am going to take the Giants. They're going to keep themselves relevant, just barely.
And here's where we disagree. I am going the Cardinals.
Okay.
I'm going to ride this one still.
It's a tough pick.
It is. That's why I said it's a tough game. But coming across from west to east is always tough. But I still think they can do it. You know, Kyler's carrying that damn team, and he's keeping them in games. He really is. I was like, I don't know if he's going to do anything. He's proving me wrong. I mean, he's keeping them there.
Yeah, they don't have much tape on him yet, though. It's kind of like...
well, the Giants are trash.
Yeah, that too. I mean, the Giants are bad, but...
If the Cardinals lose, it is because of that west to east coast travel. I mean, we'll see. All right, Chargers at Titans. We got Titans with they benched Mariota. Tannehill is starting. And Chargers just came off a loss. They scored a lot in the fourth, but they still lost to the Steelers. And they were at home, weren't they?
Oh.
Well, they were in Pittsburgh.
No, they were in L.A. Pittsburgh.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
It was like
Pittsburgh
3-4
County, yeah.
Steelers fans.
All right, Kode Bryant.
I said Chargers.
All right. Parrot.
Yeah, I got the Chargers bouncing back this week.
Dub has the Chargers as well. And so do I.
And so do I.
Tannehill, man. Ugh, I don't know. He could be that spark plug, but yeah, it was funny. I read something. The Chargers, it was like the same thing. It was get hyped up, big game at home. Home crowd isn't there. Phillip Rivers, turnovers in the first quarter. Major injury. Chargers come back. Chargers find a way to lose. It's like, yeah, that pretty much sums them up.
All right, big one here. Saints at Bears. Bears looking rough so far this year.
I mean, I'm going to go with the Saints.
Okay.
We ride that Bridgewater train.
They haven't lost with him.
Right.
Yeah, I'd take the Saints.
Dub took the Saints. And I am going to let Gary have a nice tiebreaker because I am taking the Bears at home. I think Mitch is back. He may be back this week. Close to being back this week. Mm-hmm. Trubisky's back. They win this game. If not, I just wasted a pick.
Well, let's make it easy. Saints.
Okay.
We'll go Saints on this one. All right. Ravens at Sea Chickens. Could be an interesting game.
Ooh. Man, you know, I'm going to go, Seahawks, they kind of had problems with the Browns last week. At least their defense did. But, I'm going to go Seahawks in a close game.
Okay.
I like to see chickens.
Brandon has the Seahawks. I am going to make Gary do another one. I'm going to take the Ravens on the road. I like Lamar here. Big time underdog pick right here. I don't know why. I just have that gut feeling that the Ravens are going to steal one in Seattle.
The funny thing is, I feel the same exact way. And here's why I think that. If fucking Cincinnati can make it close in Seattle, the damn Ravens will too.
Seattle's defense is not good.
Right.
Besides Clowney, they're not good.
I believe in Lamar in this one. I think they get it too.
He's going to run a lot.
Yes, he is.
A lot.
All right, Sunday Night Football. Eagles at the Cowboys. 3-3 winners taking control of the division.
I'll take the Cowboys.
Okay.
Ooh. If Romo's coming back down from the boots, I'm taking the Cowboys.
So you're taking the Eagles. Let me guess.
No, you know what? I'm taking the Cowboys, though. Even with Romo, not coming back.
Does Brandon have the Eagles?
No, he's got the Cowboys.
Really?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
God, that makes me nervous.
Eagles secondary is bad. Like, bad.
It is.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to throw a lot, and
right.
Dak throwing a lot makes me nervous.
Is Cooper coming back?
Don't know. He's questionable.
Don't
got
know.
the quad, but it helps.
It's
It's a Sunday night game. He gets some more time.
You got Gallup there. He's a good guy. Smith looks good.
Yeah, and Zeke, they're not gonna run up. Well, let's say this. I don't know what they're gonna do because their coaching is fucking terrible.
Run up the middle.
Yeah.
But they will not run up the middle a lot in this game. Fletcher Cox is a monster. They should be running the outside. They need to be running screens. They need to run crossing routes. I don't understand what their problem is right now. They just look just so uninterested. I don't know if you saw Garrett not getting high fives coming off the fourth.
I did.
But they just look so uninterested, and they're very talented, and it's too bad. I think that this is a coaching issue, and if they lose this game, it's going to get worse and worse. And if they lose this game, I honestly almost hope they just lose the rest of the year. They can fire Garrett. I think I said that last year.
Fire him mid-season.
Ran
I'm okay
off
with
4
that.
in a row.
But
Who would be the coach if they fire him mid-season?
I don't really give a shit. Anybody.
Would you give it to our coordinator, offensive coordinator?
Not really, because he hasn't done shit lately either.
Would you give it to
He was
Boise State guy?
Kellen Moore? I mean, no, I'd give it to Chris Richard, first
Yeah.
of all. But, I mean, he hasn't having a great coaching experience either. But I think it all starts with, it all starts with Jason Garrett. He's the head coach of this team. He's making bad decisions. Not kicking a field goal, 7-3 in this early second quarter, which is
and then
bullshit.
a 92-yard fucking touchdown?
Exactly. They go for it, and then next play they get hit for a huge thing. You just take your 7-6, go down. If they score, it's 14-6, whatever. You get the ball, go down, kick another field
But
goal.
at least he made that 62-yarder.
Who gives a shit?
And then he missed a 40-yarder.
Yeah, that's what happens when you have your kicker out there and you're not. I mean, just do it the first time.
Right.
That's what I don't understand. I don't get it. And then you know that the Jets are going to do something. Or no, I'm sorry. I apologize. This is when Dallas is going down to score, and you have 55 seconds left. You're on the 3. The clock's running. He calls a timeout. Why the fuck would you call a timeout? You have 3.
I thought the same thing.
Like, I get it. You need to be confident you're going to get the 2-point conversion, but you also have to assume you're not going to. So if they miss the 2-point conversion, as they did, you have 3 timeouts. The Jets have to punt, and you get a chance to give Brett Maher, who just made a 62-yard field goal, to get to the 50, 45 to kick another damn field goal.
Right. I agree.
Stupid. Anyways, I'm picking the fucking Cowboys because I'm a homer loser.
Yeah, me too.
Fuck them.
All right.
Hope they lose.
So this Monday night game, this might be bigger than people anticipate, but maybe not.
That's what she said.
Patriots at Jets.
I'm going upset alert. Jets at home. Patriots get their first loss.
It's not a bad pick. It really is not.
You know, the Patriots on offense don't really look all that great. You know, I mean, Tom Brady's old. I don't know. Like,
But he plays better than a lot of them 20-some-year-olds.
yeah, but you know,
The fantasy is looking good. He's on
Right.
my bench all season, but he's been doing good.
I don't know, man. Brady looks old, and the Jets defense. You know, the Jets defense is actually pretty good. It's been pretty good for a while, and it's been keeping them in a lot of the games they've had, without Darnold. So I'm gonna go with the Jets. I got the Jets.
Jets, Jets.
Yeah. Pats, and I'm assuming Gary's taking the Pats.
Yeah, but I would not be surprised if the Jets lose. Or if the Jets win. See,
I wouldn't be surprised if the Jets lose either. We need I would have asked one of our guests for a tiebreaker.
But they took the Jets.
But they
so
took the Jets.
You take it.
So,
Your call.
All right, 33-14 Patriots. How about that?
Riding high on the Patriots.
They're only like a 9.5-point favorite, too, by the way.
Yeah. Can we just put it out there that Brady is like the greatest system quarterback ever?
Brady, you put anybody
product
around him,
of
he'll
it.
make him a stud.
I mean, he's a product of the system, man.
Dude,
look at all the other guys that left that Patriot system.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a
With
system.
the exception of Garoppolo, which
Right.
is the reason why they wanted to keep him.
Well, because they had Jacoby.
Yeah, and
Who's
he's
Indy
garbage.
starter.
Right, he's
but
trash.
I mean, they're gonna
Like,
do better because they were like,
yeah.
oh, we suck again,
Yeah.
without Andrew Luck. But
Right.
Jacoby's
Well,
all right. But
he's all
Jimmy
right,
Garoppolo,
but,
Jimmy
yeah.
G's good.
Jimmy G's a stud, man.
Yep. Man, Brady. I mean, he's not gonna retire until.
No,
I
dude,
mean, he's not.
I don't know what he's doing, man.
He's just playing because he doesn't need the money. His wife
No.
makes 10 times as much
Yeah.
as him, and he's got a family. But he's winning Super Bowls, so he doesn't give a shit.
Right.
And you put anybody around him. I mean, last couple of years, his best fucking receiver's a college quarterback.
right.
Because
How
Edelman was
crazy
what,
is
Kent
that?
State?
Yeah.
Yeah. Terrible. So we'll see. Still an interesting week. All right. XFL. We had the XFL draft this past weekend. Some quarterbacks were assigned to teams. So the big one for us being Buckeye, well, most of us are Buckeyes. Cardell Jones went to the D.C. Defenders. So he's in D.C. with his buddy Dwayne, but Dwayne's in the NFL. Other big ones there. I think Connor Cook signed with somebody, didn't he?
The Houston Roughnecks.
That's where Connor Cook went, Michigan State boy.
Yeah, I actually have it all up here. Hold on a second.
Perfect.
We'll roll through. The New York Guardians, Matt McGloin, old Penn State quarterback.
Yep.
I think he played for the Raiders.
Raiders. Maybe Jets. I don't remember.
Dallas Renegades, Landry Jones is the quarterback there. The
Back with
former
Bob Stoops.
Steelers and Oklahoma quarterback.
Back with his college coach.
The Tampa Bay Vipers, Aaron Murray, former Georgia quarterback. The St. Louis Battlehawks, Jordan Ta'amu, Ole Miss. Not going to lie, I don't know who that is, but I do know who this is. Their backup quarterback, Brogan Roback, played for Eastern Michigan.
Right.
St.
Tall
John's.
dude. It's pretty good.
They drafted Mettenbergers in the league too.
Did he make it?
Yeah, Mettenberger. Yeah.
He didn't make shit in the AAU or AAF or whatever the fuck
right.
it was.
Seattle Dragons, Brandon Silvers is a quarterback out of Troy. Honestly, don't know who that is. And
Nope.
I don't see a quarterback. Oh, Joe Callahan went to Wesley. So, yeah, no idea. Los Angeles Wildcats, Luis Perez is the quarterback. He went to Texas A&M Commerce. Don't know who that is. Let's see their backup quarterback situation. I don't see one. Sucks to suck. But also a notable pick for them, Sean Oakman. Remember the monster out of Baylor? Mm-hmm. Yep. He is playing for the Los Angeles Wildcats. Other notes here. Let's see. Tywan Jones, Los Angeles Wildcats, Michigan State, former Michigan State linebacker. Just do a quick scroll through here.
What?
Go ahead.
Christine Michael, I think, signed with somebody who was just with Seattle and Dallas. Last couple of years, running back.
Sterling Moore, Cowboys cornerback at one point. He is with the Seattle Dragons. Kenneth Farrow is running back. You remember him?
Question. Mm-hmm. To get drafted, they had to enter their name into the pool, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Just want to make sure. So these guys all want to play in the XFL.
Yes.
So this is a big fucking deal. This is going to survive because they got the money right. Vince is nowhere to be seen, which is the biggest thing here. It really is.
Yeah,
Oliver
that's
Luck's
true.
the man. You know, it's his
That's
show.
Mm-hmm. Christine Michael, St. Louis, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
So
crazy.
what is it? It's not St. Louis Vipers, which would have made the most sense.
St. Louis Battlehawks.
Thank you.
And also Alonzo Russell, wide receiver out of Toledo.
Nice.
Also is there.
Nice.
Let's see if I got any other big notables here. Let's see. I'm not seeing anything crazy right now. Sorry, I'm just rolling through here. Davion Smith, running back at Michigan, Tampa Bay Vipers. Remember him.
Right.
Ryan Broyles, wide receiver out of Oklahoma. He's with the Dallas Renegades. I think he played with Landry Jones.
Who did?
Broyles. I want to say Ryan Broyles was the one who made that crazy ass catch where his knee, he caught it behind the dude's back and they drug him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
That was Tommy Lee Lewis.
Yep.
He was actually the Dallas Renegades, man. So they have another Oklahoma wide receiver, Jeff Badette. Don't know who the hell that is.
And it's Bob Stoops, man.
Tommy Lee Lewis, who played for the Saints.
Right.
Cameron Artis Payne, who played for the Panthers. They got
Trent
Lance Dunbar. How about that? Got their Cowboys
Whoa.
running back there.
Trent Richardson's in there.
Where's he at?
I don't know where he
I'm
is.
trying to find him here. He should be in my notables.
Did you say
but-
Sammy Coates?
I knew he was in it, but I don't see where he went. I'm looking right now through
Matt Jones.
who?
Matt Jones.
There you go. That's better.
What was it?
Let's see.
I don't remember the phone number.
D'Angelo Yancey, 281-330-8004.
Anytime I do that, I talk about Mark Phillips' phone number. 419-345.
D'Angelo Yancey played for Purdue.
Remember this kicker that got drafted early? Roberto Aguayo?
Where'd he go?
I don't know where he went. I just know that
He was in it. I know that.
You said Broyles. I know that.
It
Elam.
doesn't-
Matt
right.
Elam.
So Coney Ely.
I was just about to say
I was
him.
about to say he actually signed with Dallas, I think, last year or something like that. He plays for the Houston Roughnecks as well. Khalil Lewis, big receiver out of Cincinnati.
You know who didn't get drafted?
Who's that?
Johnny Football.
I don't think he put his name in.
Probably not. It's not
that's
good.
crazy. Matt Jones got drafted before Johnny Football.
Matt Jones.
Or am I thinking the right Matt Jones?
From the Redskins. Running back, right?
Yeah.
I'm thinking, did he play for the Jaguars too at one point in time?
Maybe.
Is that the right Matt Jones I'm thinking
know.
of? I might be thinking of another one. 'Cause there was
I'm not
one he
sure.
got kicked out of the league because he couldn't stay sober.
I don't think it was.
See, did you
might
like
be.
how they did their draft too? They did it by phases.
Yeah. Well, it's not over yet because they still have. So kickers and punters are still getting drafted, which is Let's see. It might be right now, actually, because
Well,
the draft ends today, and they don't have anything in here with kickers or safeties or punters. Excuse me, safeties. I don't know what the hell I'm thinking.
Yeah, you said Broyles went to Dallas, right?
Correct.
And he's a Biletnikoff winner. He
Yeah.
won the Biletnikoff
I was
Award.
about to say he was a monster. I remember that. I just don't remember if he was with Landry Jones or not in Oklahoma. So, but I mean, if they got 2 Oklahoma wide receivers with Bob Stoops as coach, with Landry Jones as quarterback,
That's a team to.
yeah, I'm gonna root for Dallas.
We're Dallas fans, so it's going to be the Renegades. We got to
Yeah.
get our Renegades merch.
But
Can
I
we
am
buy
gonna-
merch yet?
But
We can.
probably. But I am gonna root big time for Cardell Jones.
And I do like their logo. So here, if we've seen that, I can turn the Dragon's got a cool colored shirt, but LA boring.
Yeah, it's all. They might,
Dallas got that
Dallas
teal
might
shirt.
bring that. They might bring that championship to Dallas, man.
Yeah, it's the Cowboys shirt shit, aren't? Yeah, Dallas Renegades, man. There's a lot of Oklahoma boys there. They got the Bear. They got the black, the blue, the gray. They got all that shit there. So you
Nice.
get in black.
I like that.
That'd be
Black
slick.
with the teal.
Yes, sir. I have to get some Renegade shirts. So, Parrot Nelson, you're picking a team. Who's your team? We're Renegades fans here.
I like the Roughnecks.
Houston Roughnecks.
I like the Roughnecks.
It looks like the old. You see, kind of they got the
old Oiler.
Yep,
Looks like
paying
the
homage to the Oilers. No, you know what? I think Vince dumped his own money into this. You know, he cashed out some WWE stock for $100 million, which he made a lot more than that. He's got this going on now. You know, he's got all the things going on with NXT on USA, WWE on Fox. That helped him out too, making $400-something million a year on TV. He doubled his money there, almost
Yeah.
tripled.
Don't forget that Saudi money too.
Oh, that Saudi, that blood money?
Yeah,
Well,
man.
did you see how much? We'll talk about it on the wrestling show. Tyson
Okay.
Fury.
Yeah, all right.
You know how much he's getting paid for that event,
Yeah,
right?
I seen that.
Oh, God. So, we cover boxing on sports. So, Parrot, they're having a wrestling pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. They do it twice a year, and they have big matches. Cain Velasquez is fighting Brock Lesnar. Tyson Fury is fighting Braun Strowman. So, how much do you think? So, I'm going to give you this. Brock Lesnar is the highest paid WWE superstar at $8.5 million a year. Okay. Next is Roman Reigns at $5 million. What are they paying Tyson Fury for one fight?
15 mil.
Bear,
10.
you know what it is.
I was it? Wasn't it like
12.
25? Oh, it was 12.
$12 million.
12.
$12 million for one pay-per-view, but they're going to get what, 40 to 50 from Saudi for this event?
Yeah.
Is what they get
Is that
paid
the
for.
one on Halloween?
Yes.
Yeah.
Stupid time to have.
And then you've got the Fiend and Seth Rollins. I'm like, great. The Fiend is. We'll talk about it on sports. I'm just going to
Is
get into it
that-
and I'll be pissed off.
Is that that's Thursday, isn't it?
Wrestling. Yeah.
Yep.
Or no, it's Friday. Is it a Friday?
Thursday.
No, it's Thursday. You're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely right.
Yeah.
All right. So getting into a few more things, and then we're going to cover dodgeball to wrap this up. Anthony Wayne football, 7-0, just laid another shutout. 4 league games, 4 shutouts.
Yeah.
They are stomping the shit out of people.
Hey.
I think they got what, Southview this week, I think, and then Maumee, then Springfield. Shut them all out. I don't give a shit. I'm happy with that. So Anthony Wayne, happy to see Central also 7-0. Congrats to them, both in Division 2. I want to cover real quick. I talked about this earlier off the air. We are now in 24 countries. We have listeners in 24 countries, which is crazy to me. We had just 18 recently, but we're in the U.S., of course, Sweden, Australia, United Kingdom, Canada, Netherlands, Italy, Mexico, India, Russia, Ireland, Turkey, Philippines, New Zealand, Morocco, Iran, Chile, Greece, Spain, Germany, Colombia, Switzerland, South Africa, and the United Arab Emirates.
I like
Hey.
They got rich people
Yeah, they got money.
Yeah,
They got
send
money.
some money to the
They
show,
did.
please.
Okay, I'll
P.O.
take
Box
a tour.
2659, White House, Ohio, 43571. We'll take all your questions, your money. You can PayPal us at, I don't know where. We need to make one at OTL Sports.
We'll make a Venmo.
Yeah. No, we take any support here. A few other things I wanted to cover. We'll do the sports movie discussion last. We talked about Zach Brown already. The Patriots have won 19 straight home games. The next longest streak is how many?
4.
Home games. I'm going to say 7.
4, 7, 6. It is tree. 3 by who?
Whew.
I'm gonna say the Bears.
3. I'll go with this. Ooh, well, no, don't do that.
Where
I'll
are you
say the
gonna
Seahawks.
You went with the wrong S.
Damn.
I went with the wrong ass. He went with the wrong ass.
So he's Bengals.
Cincinnati. Damn well not the Bengals.
Cincinnati. The Saints.
Oh, wow.
All right, and
So they're not counting postseason? Or is that just this season?
yeah, they're
Okay.
counting
Just this year.
home wins. Yeah, it must be
Okay.
just regular season. Fun fact I heard and read I thought was amazing. Larry Fitzgerald, long career, has more tackles, 37, than drops in his career, 29. How insane is
How
that?
insane is that? Larry Fitzgerald's been playing since I didn't have gray hair.
So last year, the amazing. So on this day, we're going to cover some of the things that have happened on this day. We do at every show. So in 1936, Lou Gehrig voted AL MVP by the BBWAA. Great. 1949, the first NASCAR Sprint Cup race. Red Byron wins. Interesting. Big one here, and we'll pay this to you. This is for you. This came up just for you. You're here on this day.
Okay.
1968, Americans Tommy Smith, John Carlos famously give the Black Power salute on the 200-meter medal podium during the Mexico City Olympics.
Black Power fist.
Yep, that's why you're here, right? You just came just to talk about this on the show.
Hey, affirmative action works, people.
Yes, sir. 1978, test debut of Kapil Dev, India versus Pakistan, whatever that means, cricket. Ryder Cup, 1983, PGA National Golf Club, U.S. wins 14.5 to 13.5. Bernard Gallagher, is that how you say it, Bear? Is it Bernard Gallagher? Missed a 3-foot putt for bogey. Gives Tom Watson 2-1 and the U.S. winning point. 1987, Mike Tyson TKOs Tyrell Biggs in 7 for the heavyweight boxing title. You ever read that book? His book?
No, not yet.
Who's?
Tyson's?
Oh, no.
It's very good. Undisputed Truth, very, very
Gotta
good.
read that Nitro book.
Yeah, I gotta find that.
2000.
Heard.
It's good
Yeah.
so far. I'm
Nice.
literally like 55 pages in, but it's
Yeah.
pretty well written.
This is a big one for me. 2003 MLB ALCS. Yankees beat Red Sox 4-3 on a walk-off home run by their now manager, Aaron Boone.
Aaron bleeping Boone.
Yeah. Aaron fucking
That
Boone.
was the Who's Your Daddy series, wasn't it?
Who's your daddy?
Oh yeah, the Pedro just said the Yankees are just
Yep.
the Yankees are my daddy.
The Yankees are my daddy. 2004, Lionel Messi was age 17, makes his league debut for Barcelona.
Just got his 4th golden boot.
Golden Boot. All right, and then go back to 2005 ALCS. White Sox beat the Angels 4-1. 2011 NLCS. Cardinals beat the Brewers 4-2. 2014 Giants beat the Cardinals 4-2-1. I feel like the NLCS they never go to 7, and it probably happened last
not
year.
really.
Birthdays today. Any birthdays? Anybody we know important?
Nope.
Sue Bird, she's 39. Didn't she just win a title? WNBA
Sue Bird?
title?
Yeah. No.
she just
A couple
retired,
years ago.
right?
Yeah, she just retired. I think.
Oh, and how
Yep.
perfect is
Or
this?
no, isn't Sue Bird coaching?
I
Or
don't know.
no, that's Becky Hammond. My bad.
I'm going to end with this one because they just gave him a perfect 27th birthday present. Bryce Harper, happy birthday.
Oh,
Nationals
look
just gave
at
you a
that.
beautiful present.
Oh.
You ain't there. All right, let's end this, wrap this up. We said it, we're almost 2 hours. We knew this would be a long one. Dodgeball, a true underdog story, came out in 2004. June 18th. So June 18th, 2004, I was just finished junior year. I was going into senior year. Going to be in that August. Bear, you were, what, in 4th grade?
I was 13, so
7th.
7th grade.
Going into
I
7th,
don't
yeah.
want to
Right.
talk about that right now. I just moved back home from college. That was the end of my freshman year, June 18th.
Damn.
Oh, yeah, man.
God damn.
Call him their grandpa.
Hey, were you born yet?
Yeah.
Are you allowed to be up this late?
Yeah.
Not really, no.
Yeah.
Dinner was 5 hours ago.
You were what, 7?
You didn't hear my bracelet
Sure.
jingling when I walked in?
Is
I
that
saw the life alert around your back there just in case.
All right, so Peter LaFleur, played by Vince Vaughn. He owns what? Joe's Gym,
Yep.
Yeah.
Average.
Average Joe's Gym, and then Ben Stiller owns Globo Gym. What do you think? My favorite. Who was your favorite character in this movie?
Dude, that's tough. Because Ben Stiller is so amazing
He
in
is.
this movie.
But you can't forget Patches O'Houlihan.
But he's such an asshole though. It's hard to root for him in this
I
movie.
drink my own urine because it's sterile and I like the taste.
I like the taste. Who is it? Steve the Pirate? He's one of my favorites.
Yes.
So good. I'm not even a pirate.
Hey, look, Steve the Pirate, and they look at him like, what? Like, you don't know. There's a pirate on the team?
We had a pirate on the
And
team.
then he sees him normal.
Yeah.
Steve the Pirate.
Yeah.
Because that's what Alan. He's a big. The guy that played him. He's a big voice actor. Like iRobot, he was the robot. He was in 42. I know you wanted to cover 42, but you weren't here for the show, and Bear nor I had seen 42. So sorry, kid.
All good.
That came out for you. What do you think of this, Kode Bryant?
Man, if I would have, I'm kind of disappointed because if I'd have known we were doing this, I'd have watched it, before I came in.
If you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a
ball.
ball. Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge.
It had a lot of funny moments in it. I can't remember hardly any of them besides you can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball.
No one
And,
makes
What about Chuck Norris?
fucking Chuck Norris.
Chuck Norris.
No one makes me bleed my own blood.
William Shatner was the chancellor. Shatner. He still looks the same. He's looked the same
Yeah,
since like
man.
1975.
I need to find out who his surgeon is.
No shit.
Maybe he's got some good genes.
I don't know, maybe.
You think they're Levi's?
Levi Strauss. Relaxed fit. He's older, a little thicker, so he needs that relaxed fit.
I don't know. He might be wearing Bugle Boys.
A guy that people forget cameo-wise.
Forgot about those. Fuck.
Right. Hank or Jenko.
Yeah, there's
Hank
my age showing.
Remember Hank Azaria? He was Young Patches in the video. A lot of people forget about that. Hank Azaria is Mo
Really?
from The Simpsons. Yeah, if you look back at it, he was Young Patches.
Well, Hank Azaria, doesn't he do like 85% of the voices on
The Simpsons, a
Yeah.
lot of them. Hassel the Hoff, he was coach of the German team.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Lance Armstrong came there and he said, and now it's ironic looking back that he was just a cheater. So it's
Right.
like, is that what he told him? You got to cheat to win.
I think one of the best parts, too, though, is when they just get there and they thought they were getting their awesome uniforms, like all the dominatrix shit. And had to go out and play with that. Won with it.
Oh, you must be daddy.
Oh, you must be daddy. Guy that's like 85.
So we covered Talladega Nights last week, which Gary Cole's in this movie too. He was Cotton McKnight, one of the announcers. He was the dad in Talladega Nights. I was high when I said they could finish second, third, fourth, in Talladega Nights. And then Jason Bateman was Pepper, and he was the one that said that.
Amazing.
See if it's bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Oh, gosh. Great. It gave us ESPN 8 the Ocho, which they did this
Ocho.
year, which was interesting.
Cornhole finals.
They do because it's sponsored by Johnsonville Brats.
Yeah,
every year.
It's actually like legit on ESPN.
Oh, it
seems
is,
like
yeah.
now, though.
What is the American Cornhole Association?
Something like that, yeah.
ACA.
I came across one of those matches, I guess that's what they want to call them, a match, and the guy looked like he had just finished off like a 30-pack of Bush.
Right.
Like, he's...
And probably did.
Yeah. Like, literally, he got out of the car, left his 30-pack of Bush in there, and just came in just tossing bags.
So he takes that bribe from White Goodman, gives him $100,000, takes it, and remember it was in a big ass briefcase, and it's just a stack.
Yeah.
And he puts it on them at 50-1, and he's like, you know what that pays us at 50-1? $50,000. He's 50 or what was it? $5 million that they get from it. He ends up buying Globo,
Yep.
putting him out of business, and then the milkshake brings all the boys to the yard.
Singing milkshake. At the
That's
end
the
of
best part, honestly. That's my favorite part of the movie at the end.
And
when
the
he's
whole
sitting
part-
there doing that.
You would like a guy juggling his tits.
It's just funny.
I think too the whole best thing was the whole underlying, was the chick a lesbian or not? And they keep going through. I knew she was a lesbian. No, I'm bi.
I'm bisexual. Because what was that? That was Christine Taylor, which is Ben Stiller's wife.
Yeah.
And she was in the Brady Bunch movie. She was Marsha. It pins right there in the left corner, Mr. Brown. Oh, shit.
Not anymore.
You can pin it in the middle, though, if you could.
There you go. I can't pin nothing else in the middle. So I ended up with 2.
I like it. So we can wrap this up. So thank you to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out on Facebook, Wes Anderson Music. Give him a follow on Twitter at Songs by Wes. Thank you to All Wear Clothing, Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, Tim at Verizon, Cassandra at PNC, Steve at Savage & Associates, and Connell Barrett at datingtransformation.com. And as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Caca.
That was the best you got.
Caca. Caca. Caca.
Never mind. Barrett.
Get it, Lou?